What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Nocturnal Nerdcast, the #1 late night fandom podcast in the universe, pop culture in the dark, and literally in the dark. My light that I normally have has died. I normally have another light source so that it illuminates me, and it died. Literally, I sat down. That's why the stream started so late. I was fidgeting with that, trying to get it working. And I couldn't get it working. I'm like, what is happening? I have no light on me. I wonder if I increase the light source on my desktop, will it brighten me up? Will it make me brighter? Let's see. Tell me in the chat. Hold on, let me minimize this over here. Tell me in the chat if, look how dark it is. Look, if I don't have any windows open, if I have no windows open, this is how it looks for me. All you can see is the LEDs. What is happening? That's pretty crazy. All right, let me see if I can fix this. We're gonna do it this way. Is it any better? Maybe a little bit. Does this look better? Can everybody hear me all right? That's the better question. Can everybody hear me okay? Does this look better? Is it a little bit better? I'm just trying to figure out how it needs to be before I get a new light in here, because I don't have a. See, we'll save that setting. I don't know if that's any better or not, but we'll see. We have an arrival. The audio is good. Okay, good. Darren has arrived.
Hello.
No 3Dub tonight. I haven't heard anything from 3Dub tonight, actually. Normally he's here before I'm here.
Yeah.
So interesting. I don't know. Glad to have you here though. How you been? How's your day going?
Pretty good. It's the start of a 3-day off from work, so not bad.
Okay. So tonight, apparently, and I haven't seen any of this because I've been busy all day, there is a first look at Spider-Man Brand New Day video.
Sure.
Did you see this already?
Came in a couple days ago. I think yesterday or the day before.
Okay, so it was over the weekend then, basically. Yeah. Okay. I think it was released because of all the behind-the-scenes photos that were showing up, and Marvel was like, we need to put something together or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I definitely have a take on that. I think Marvel's doing a strategy that they're learning from Superman that I will talk about once we get there.
Okay.
And I don't know if you saw the Twitter message I sent you earlier, but there was a piece of news I would like to talk about today.
Yeah, I did. I actually have that bookmarked over here. So if we do get in the weeds, just remind me. I have it already over here ready to go. Because there was some stuff that I forgot about on Thursday. They had the different the total amount of money that all the phases made for Marvel, and I had that pulled up in a tab, and then we just completely forgot about it.
We forgot, yeah.
I think the issue is when we have 4 or 5 people here, I'm trying to hold the chat together, and I forget things that are on the list. So what I should probably do, and I've done this before, but I just hadn't been doing it recently, is a little show sheet of topics, because I have them open in tabs. But when you have 50 tabs open, you just don't always remember what's in every single one of the tabs. Also, I'm doing dark mode on StreamYard now. So I'm being a little edgy, I guess. Oh, you're muted, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So Mighty Maddie, I will always post the Discord link during live streams, multiple times during live streams. I'm not going to leave it up on the channel because that's a quick way to get trolls. So I will do it during live streams. And then that link, if you look at the chat, it lasts for 7 days. So if I post it today, anybody that watches this over the next week can use the link. They just have to come into the stream. It gives a view to the video too. So if I tell people, hey, you got to go watch the video, it gives me a little view on the video there. yes, there is more information on my adventures with Green Lantern. There's a lot of fun stuff to talk about tonight. I don't think there's any like major. I mean, I guess Spider-Man's behind the scenes video is probably the biggest thing for today.
Yeah.
And there's little tidbits of news here and there. We're going to talk a little bit about Henry Cavill donating money to LGBTQIA plus charity. I don't know. He's not made a public statement about it, but the people that are part of the organizations were speaking about it in an interview. And so we'll look at a little bit of that. Also, Superman's VOD, like the 45 day, or what is it? 45 day window release schedule. That's what they call it. Get a little tongue tied there. We'll talk a little bit about that. And Smurfs also coming out on VOD very soon for anybody that's looking forward to that. So there we go. Smurfs in the house. Anyway, yeah, the Discord has been open for about a week now. And I have to say, we've had a lot of really nice people come through. I'm sure there's probably trolls waiting in the wings, but we have a lot of mods and a lot of really good people over there. So Green Lantern is the most controversial thing to come out today. Is it controversial? Is it really?
There's some comic stuff that people aren't happy about.
Okay. Is it because of a certain relationship?
I think that, and just it being seemingly very different than her comic book counterpart for people. But again, I've been able to speak on it because I'm not very knowledgeable at the comic.
Okay. Well, let's do this. We're going to we do have a new channel member who I think was just either upgrading or renewing, which is Jose. Thank you so much for doing this. We also have I have a super chat goal in the Reloaded's chat tonight. So if you'd like to donate super chat, you can do it from both. But if you'd like to contribute to the goal, you can do it over here. And this will be this one and the next one will be the final two that we do before we do a stream for all the goals. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a stream where we like literally knock out everything that we haven't covered already. And that's going to be a weekend stream. It can't be this upcoming weekend. It'll be the weekend like after that. So I'll see if everybody's schedule's like, and we'll do that. So the Dean Cain Ice Superman photo, there's a photo now?
On the official site, they posted a very Superman-looking photo.
Okay. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at it and see. I think I've said everything I need to say about him, but we'll take a look at the photo. Anyway, in the chat, everybody, why don't you drop your day scaled from 1 to 10? How would you rank your day today? You don't have to give details. You can if you want, but rate your day from 1 to 10. This might be a new thing we do. Like, how has your day been? Or how has your week been so far? Because it is the beginning of the week or second day of the week. So how has your day been? And hopefully at the end of the chat, you'll be able to raise it up a little bit higher. Mighty Matt says 10. I went on a date. It went very well. Ooh. Awesome. Congratulations. It was just all right. We did D&D tonight, and I've had a few cocktails, so... But I'm not like I was. I like contained a little bit, so I wasn't too far gone by the time we started the stream. I told him I was like, we need to go back to doing them on days when I'm not streaming, because literally the last 3 times we've done it have been on days that I'm streaming, and I'm just like, this is crazy to me. Right now we're at like 60 viewers between 2 channels. It'll probably go up throughout the night. Don't forget, if you're not, if you don't want to chat or whatever, drop some emojis in the chat to let YouTube know that the algorithm is working, and give a like on the video. I much appreciate it. Actually, you could dislike too. It doesn't matter if you just want to dislike, because YouTube just gauges likes and dislikes as engagement. So if you just want to be like, screw this guy, you can do a dislike, and that works. Chris says 8 overall, but following my favorite stream, this one organized cast is always a great way to cheer up. Okay, well, I hope we can cheer you up. It's not going to be too heavy over here. Jeffrey says, I hate Mondays. Only thing good about Monday is Darren's stream and being here. Well, there you go. More people should go over to... No, he said being here. So I guess he said Darren's stream and being here. Yeah,
Gotcha.
So he gave us both the shout out. So that's fair enough. So we got a super chat from Naruto. Here we go. $2 super chat. Thank you so much. 1 out of 10. The chat goal today is any tier. It's any tier. So even if you want to do $1, it counts. OP season 2 first look, season 3 announcement. What? OP season 2.
One Piece season 2.
Oh. If you would have put like the number 1, I probably would have got it. We could take a look at that. I don't know how Netflix is about trailers and stuff though. Do they typically take down videos?
Sometimes, yeah. Okay. I did a bunch of trailers for them back with it. What was it? The dumb event that they did a couple months ago, and they struck a bunch down. Okay, so that's a negative for Netflix. Look, the good news is for Disney, they're not really
knock on glass or whatever, they're not really coming after trailers anymore. Like if you react to a Disney trailer, as long as it's a reaction, they don't typically make you take it down anymore. I don't know if that's going to be the case going into next year, but right now that's how it is. But we will take a look at One Piece. We will do it, but it might not be here when people come back to watch it later. So I'm looking forward to it. I like the first season of One Piece. I think it's one of the best live action adaptations of anime or manga, depending on how you look at it. Are you a fan of One Piece at all? Did you ever watch it or no?
I really like the anime. I'm sorry. I really like the live action show. I watched it when that came out, and then I've been very, 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 very slowly going through the anime. I'm like,
it's a lot. It's like 1,000 episodes or something.
It's over, crazy. And they keep going. They're going to go for a while, but
someone did the math, and they were like, it would take you 5 years at watching 5 episodes a day to see all the episodes of One Piece. I'm like, that sounds like a challenge for some people. Like 5 years. I could probably do more than that. I'd probably just put it on while I'm playing video games or something.
Yeah.
Get through it quickly. Silhouetted Animator with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. We are 2 out of 10. I got banned from the Batman subreddit. What? One of the mods was outraging Fox News style at CW Gotham Knights. It's still in 2025? Who's talking about Gotham Knights seriously in 2025? First of all, that's kind of awesome that a show that had 1 season and like people are still talking about it. But I called him out for editing out a thinly veiled thread he made to me. I got downvoted too. I mean, it's Reddit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like anywhere you go on the internet where people can be anonymous, you're gonna have dickheads in there. Yeah, it sucks. I see Lance in the chat. Lance, what are you doing? Are you laying in bed eating or something? Like what's happening over there in Lance's world? I'm sorry you got banned. Is this the official Batman subreddit? Or is it like a fan subreddit animator? I mean, it would be weird if it was the official DC Batman subreddit. That would be really weird. But I mean, I'm not saying that.
I think a lot of them are run by fans. Like, there's like official, like Redditors that are just made by the fans of.
Oh, okay.
So
it's our Batman, but I mean, is that just like a fan one that grew, or is it okay? It's fan run. All right, that's what I was wondering, because I know that there's like official ones and there's fan run ones or whatever. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you for the super chat though. So, Darren, you've shared the picture here, I guess, from Ice. This looks awful, guys. Okay, so let's for a moment take your brains out of just how fucking ridiculous it is that he's going to be on Ice anyway, and just look at this as the standpoint of like a piece of art. This is like, I mean, it's not even AI. It's like it looks like, okay, I'm trying to be nice here, but do you remember like 10 years ago when people would like upload their fan edits of stuff and it was like pieced together from a lot of different things? That's what this reminds me of. Like something from 2015 when people were just starting to do this. Like, this is just dumb. I mean, first of all, just the idea that Superman okay, look, I'm probably giving this way too much thought, but the fact that Superman's wearing like a bulletproof vest and a badge is like, what's happening here?
It's very funny to me someone had to edit this. Like someone like in their own time had to sit down, got paid to make this very silly piece of art for their.
Legend Shark says, "What kind of Photoshop shit is this?" That's what I mean. Like AI could have done a better job, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I would have just told him to use AI. Like not only that, but what city is he in front of? Is that Gotham?
It looks like Gotham. Yeah.
So what's happening? Oh my God. But look, you know, the funny thing was we talked about this the other day, is that one of my concerns was that they were going to start using Superman as a character for Ice. Yep. My issue is how much before this becomes a legal problem for DC? Like how far? Because I feel like this is too far. Yeah. Honestly. Because this is a government agency. So you have a government agency using their trademark character to advertise police enforcement. That to me seems like that's probably a violation, honestly. Yep.
I mean, same with the whole White House shit we saw like about a month ago, where I'm like, that should be reason to sue. That should be, you know, I think like, especially since we're like, actively going against exactly what Superman stands for. Like,
Yeah.
this is everything that Superman is not. And again, it's so wild that someone can like read those old scripts of a show and be like, nah, I'm doing what's right. I'm doing in what is just for this character. It's like, you don't understand.
It's literally like his character was the opposite character in the show. If you watch the clips from it, if you've never seen it, just go on Twitter or anywhere and look at the clips people are sharing. He was a pro-immigration character in the show. So to have him on, in ICE acting as anti-immigration is like, what the fuck? And yeah, DC should sue him or sue the government, whoever it is that did this. Like you can't. This is like that whole thing. I remember years ago when the Punisher logo was being used on like official police cars and stuff, and they had to like go after him for that. 100%, man. Like 100%. They should definitely do that. Let's take this down, this awful thing. Naruto with the $5 super chat. Netflix supposed to be very happy about season 2 of One Piece to greenlight season 3 before season 2 even releases. I think Netflix is becoming very pro like anime and manga stuff because they seem to be like the next to Crunchyroll. That's kind of the place that everybody goes for this kind of stuff. Their library is massive. I went on there the other day and I was like, because 3Dub has talked about how much anime is on Netflix.
Yeah.
So I went on there the other day, and as I was looking through, I'm like, there's so much. I don't even know where to begin with the anime they have on Netflix. It's just a lot.
Yeah, it seems like the current, like the next stage of Netflix right now. I think like their main strategy has been adapting live action adaptations of anime and live action adaptations, I guess animated ones as well, of video games. It seems like there's a lot of that being done right now as well. So
interesting.
Did you see like the Crunchyroll plane thing that came out today?
No.
I think it's I don't remember what plane service it is, but one of the plane services is now teaming up with Crunchyroll to like exclusively stream their service on all of their planes, and people can just like watch the anime while they're on the planes and stuff like that.
Okay.
I was like, that's a very interesting way to get indoctrinated into anime. Kind of.
All right, so here's the news from My Adventures with Green Lantern. I don't know if this is everything. You guys tell me if it's everything. But they talked about like the story of the show. So My Adventures with Green Lantern will feature Kyle Rayner, Nikki Jones, Kilowog, and more. Rayner will serve as Jessica Cruz's love interest. And no mention of Simon Baz, which I think was a big character connected to Jessica because they both became Lanterns around the same time. In the comics, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that's the case. So what is the controversy around this? Have you heard what the controversy is? Because I feel like Rayner being Jessica Cruz's love interest might be part of the controversy, but is there something else that you've heard? Chat, let me know. What's controversial about this? Because I look at this as like a My Adventure with Superman thing where I'm not really expecting it to be like the comic books because it's in a different world altogether. So for me, I'm like, I'm going to give it a shot and see if I like it or not. I'm not going to go into it being upset about it because of some changes they made. If it's not good, I'll know right away when I watch it. So Simon was a few years before. Okay. All right. That makes sense. I just remember that Simon and Jessica worked a lot together. I think they had a run together, I believe, for a few, I think it was a few issues, maybe more.
Yeah. Again, I can't speak on it because in terms of like Jessica Cruz, I am very ignorant when it comes to her stories and the comics. And usually when it comes to these adaptations, I'm like, well, this is going to be kind of my real introductory to this character as a large, because I've seen her in some stuff, obviously. But again, like I can understand if they are diverting from the comic origins, that might be controversial to some people. But I can't personally speak on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Her entire supporting cast is missing, actually. Okay, so I mean that makes sense. Let me see. I'm just going to look it up and see what people are saying. I'm just curious. This is probably a mistake. I'm going to do it off the tab because I don't want to know. Like, I don't want. We know how social media is, right? All right. Now I look washed out because this is on over here. I don't know if you heard earlier, but my little light up here died, so I don't have my normal light source. so I had to like increase my ISO. Okay, so here's what it says. This is what I found. My visual Green Lantern has sparked controversy primarily in chat. Let me know if I'm wrong on this or not. I know you guys like to keep me in check, and I appreciate it. Primarily due to its portrayal of Jessica Cruz's origin story, the show reimagines Jessica as a high school freshman who gains a Green Lantern ring, omitting the traumatic events from her comic book history, such as the murder of her friends and her subsequent PTSD and agoraphobia. Agoraphobia? What is that? I've heard that before. What is that? Oh, it's anxiety about public spaces and where you feel trapped or embarrassed. So it's like I know a lot of people with that. I'm surprised I don't know what that is. Fear of the outdoors. Yeah. But I have a lot of people that this past weekend, I had a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in forever. And they told me they hadn't been coming out to any of the events because they just have a fear of being around people. And it's kind of made them stay at home. I was like, oh, that's sad. This alteration has drawn criticism from fans who feel it diminishes the depth and significance of the characters. Additionally, the series has faced backlash for its art style. I don't care about that. The art style argument is, I'm over it. So I get it. Yeah. So supporting cast, I guess like the trauma that kind of builds her as a character in the main comic books. So I understand that. And that's a valid reason to be concerned about the show. I feel like that is we're talking about something. I don't usually have an issue with surface level changes. I have issues when they change like core tenets of a character. We have to see we'll have to see where that goes in the show. But I totally get it. If you're a fan of Jessica from the comics and they're making sweeping changes like this, it's going to have some people feeling a certain kind of way about it.
I mean,
what are your thoughts on that?
Again, I didn't read the actual article, so I can't say for certain.
Yeah.
But like, it didn't say those characters aren't also involved in the show. It just says these other Green Lantern characters are. You can have both. Both can be true. Yeah. So I think in this situation we just have to wait and see. We just have to see what they're. At least a trailer for it.
I want to remind everybody, and look, I'm not diminishing anybody's feelings at all. By the way, good to see you, 3W. Did you ever sleep?
Yeah, I slept for 5 hours.
Okay, all right. Well, just checking. I understand everybody's concern. Again, I'm not diminishing that at all. But this was the same kind of stuff that was being said about My Adventures with Superman before it came out. So, all the stuff about Lois Lane, all the hate towards like everything to do with the show. I just remember a lot of people being really mad about it, and the show ended up being really, really good. So I'm going to do what I always do and say, yes, I get it. It might suck, but I'm not going to preemptively hate it until I actually see what the episodes do. But I get it if people are mad about it. I understand. Darren, you're muted. I don't know if you knew that or not. But I think, Darren, you'll probably have less of a problem with it because you've not really read the stories from the comics. So you're going into it completely open.
Yeah, no, this is like, I've seen her in some of the like animated stuff I think over the years, but like really this is one of my first introductions to the character. So again, I do hope it's a good take on the character, or else it'll be what I imagine the character to be. So
my biggest concern is, like everybody in the chat that's complaining about it, is that by doing, I mean, are they going to, because they say she's going to be a young character in high school, and I guess that means Kyle Rayner's also going to be, because I mean, if they're in a relationship, Kyle Rayner also has to be in high school too, I would assume.
Yeah, they have to take him down.
Yeah. So they're gonna make them close in age. My biggest concern is this going to make it less mature than My Adventures with Superman? Because My Adventures with Superman takes place with like they're out working in the real world,
they're
and
adults.
so this one seems like we're going to be dealing with high schoolers.
Yeah.
So does that mean it's going to be like silly, or
again,
it's going to be a High School Musical? Because he's required to sing.
Again, high school doesn't automatically mean lighthearted. Like there are a lot of very dark high school projects between high school characters. I mean, look at Stargirl. Stargirl had season 2, which is one of the darkest seasons of DC TV I've ever seen. So
but I think hopefully they have like what's up, Ronan? Ronan just
hey.
Are you? I just ask you. Are you familiar with Jessica Cruz from the comics at all?
You know what? I've never, ever heard of this character before. It's just a new thing. What is a Green Lantern? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I see the comedy coming out there. Oh yeah.
I am fucking.
I remember the only thing I remember of her was the run with Simon, and that I remember those comics coming out. But that's literally where my knowledge of this character ends.
So that's where my knowledge is from too. And I believe I did see Justice League versus Fatal Fury, which is a shocker to our friends of animation. I did see that movie, and I liked her in it. And I am pumped. You know what? I haven't seen Mad Adventure for Superman, which I know I'm gonna have to start watching it. But when I heard this announcement, I hit up there and I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna have to start watching this because I love my GLs. I love Jessica Cruz. My guy, my Lantern, always like the guy is Kyle Rayner. He's my guy. He is. I mean, that is. I mean, his background, where he's from, is literally right up my alley and part of my DNA. But I love Jessica because she's a Latina. I love the dynamic where she doesn't feel comfortable, yet she's chosen, and she has this purpose of and this gives her an opportunity to improve herself and find her center, if you will. I heard a little bit of this controversy. I didn't read too much into it, but I'll say this: if they're willing to change maybe something core to her, but give her something else that's just as strong and still be just as engaging, connective, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
What happens if this traumatic event happens while she's in high school? She deals with this as the show goes on. You know what I mean?
That's what's fascinating, because when I read those Rebirth books, she was already either a young adult or a grown adult already, as far as my memory goes. And she was being teamed up with another Lantern, Simon Bass. And so this is a take. I don't think this is in the main DC universe continuity. I think this is just an Elseworlds, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And if it is, that's the point of Elseworlds. Swing at different ranges, different interpretations. That's the point of Elseworlds. I've told you all how much I love Gotham by Gaslight Batman. I love Victorian era Batman. How much I want to see more of that. That is a big swing.
Mighty Maddie, I think the tragedy people are talking about is the murder of her friends. I think that's the part of her story that we don't see present here. But omission of that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Here's the thing: when these releases come out, and I know I'm going to get dogged for this one in the chat probably, but the releases are made for lack of a better term, normies, people that audiences are learning about this for the first time. It's very possible that stuff is going to happen on the show, but they wouldn't tell us that in the description of the show, because that would spoil a plot point from the series.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I say we should wait to see what's going to happen in the show before we get upset about it right now. I think that's, for me, that's a big thing. So
I don't know if this is a bad comparison, but the one I always go to is Magneto. Mm-hmm. I know he survived the Holocaust. I've seen hints of it. I didn't see his whole journey in those camps and what he went through. But I know enough that I sympathize and understand where he's coming from. So if they do something similar with that with Jessica, where it's maybe she may not have been in this tragedy, but as long as they address it, she's aware of it, and they make it part of her character in an engagement way, then I'm here for it. But that's part. Guys, come on, this is Elseworlds. This is the point of this stuff, to not feel tacked on. So
I mean, James Gunn said that there's going to be a lot of stuff being tackled for Elseworlds. So
and with Elseworlds, you can have different origins. There's a lot of tragedies that can happen to her, to where it's similar but different.
That doesn't mean, and I want to reiterate this, that doesn't mean it's going to be good. But I think we should at least give it an opportunity to prove itself to us, because if we don't, then we're just literally shutting it down for no reason at all. Really, I think. Yeah. But again, I'm not invalidating. I have to say this because people love to get mad at me about this. I'm not invalidating anybody's concerns about it. There's a lot of reasons you should be concerned.
Yeah.
But I think we need to at least wait till that first episode drops to see what the show is going to be like, or
a trailer
or something. So we know what it's about. Exactly. Yeah. Something out there for promotional reasons.
I should also I also want to bring up we are, for the first time in a very, very long time, living in a fantastic era for Green Lantern fans. Mm-hmm. How long was the most Green Lantern stuff we got was John Diggle and Arrow. Yeah. They're messed up attempts. Now we have Guy Gardner in Superman, one of the biggest movies of 2025.
Yeah.
He's going to appear in Peacemaker Season 2. We're getting the live-action Lanterns series next year.
We're getting this animated series.
Sometime. I assume we're going to get other Green Lanterns sprinkled across the DC universe. There's something for you. I heard someone say on Twitter, no one wants to watch a show about Jessica Cruz. Okay, cool. You have one with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart right there.
Yes.
Don't watch this. You don't have to. There is that for you.
A lot of people act like you can't have two things existing at the same time if they're not together or whatever. Like, this is an Elseworlds cartoon. It doesn't even tie into the main continuity.
I'm gonna blow people's minds. This still happens now, and even back in the heydays of the 90s. The X-Men. Man, oh man, they had their own corner of Marvel where they were putting out the X-Men book, the X Factor book, the New Mutants book, the Wolverine books, the Gambit books. That's the point of something that's as rich as this. I've told people Green Lanterns could be its own cinematic universe. There's so much you can do with the Lanterns.
You should have been. I think it was a couple months ago. We had really long conversations about that, about how the Green Lantern storylines are big enough to, if you just wanted to make, I'm not suggesting this, but say for example they were doing what they did with Ryan Reynolds or whatever. If you wanted to make a whole universe where Lanterns were just the only heroes in that universe and they were fighting their own threats, you could do that because they have a lot of their own self-contained stories, similar to if you just want to do the Batman stuff they do where everything is just in Gotham and it's all Batman versus his villains in Gotham. There's some IPs where they have enough meat to feed everyone.
Yes.
And that's kind of what Green Lanterns is.
Yes.
Honestly. Or if you're a vegan, it's enough mushroom to whatever it is. Pescatarian, enough fish to feed everyone. All right, so let's move on. This is the one that Darren wanted to talk about here, and this is Shrek 5.
Oh, Jesus.
Has now been delayed to June 30th, 2027. Now, this was going to come out December of 2026. This is a long way away now. June 30th, 2027. Is there anything specific that you wanted to bring up? Because I have a couple of thoughts on this too, but
well, yeah, no, this was the waiting game we were kind of waiting for, right? Because we knew December of 2026 was too packed of a month.
Yep.
Let me just go through really quickly because I made a tweet about this and I was like, this is very interesting. At the time, we had Shrek 5, Avengers Doomsday, Jumanji 3, Ice Age 6, Dune Part 3, The Chronicles of Narnia, which is back and forth if it was going to be a streaming or theaters, but and also that new werewolf movie. Those were all slated for this month.
Yeah.
So we were waiting. One of them has to make that first move. I think everyone was playing chicken to see who was going to move, and Shrek has officially made that first move. Okay, we are stepping away. Which was not the one I thought was going to move. I thought out of that whole lineup, I actually thought Shrek was one of probably the more popular IPs out of that bunch. I think Shrek is a very, very popular. I think has the potential for $1 billion run for DreamWorks, which has never happened for their entire studio. So maybe that's why they did it. They're like, listen, we have the potential for a massive comeback for this. This can make us a lot of money. Maybe they're trying to stay clear from Avengers and Ice Age and all the other stuff they have right there.
Do you think that what happened in July scared them? Because there was a bunch of movies on top of each other.
Yeah.
And they were like, we don't want to play that game because the market is saying people run out of money and they're going to pick and choose. They'd rather move to a date where they've got a couple of weeks on either side of them, without fighting with too many other films.
Yeah, I think they still would have done very well because Shrek, again, very popular, probably more than it's ever been before. But I think they're really counting on this being a hit for them, and I think we're going to see way more properties move over the next from that date. I think Ice Age is moving 100%, just mainly only because that's Disney. I don't think Disney is putting out both Avengers and Ice Age the same. That makes no sense to them. So I think they will also move to next year. And then I think some of the others are going to be interesting. I think Dune could go either way. I could see them sticking it out. I could also see them moving it up or down. I
feel like the last couple years, the studios have been very bad about dates, in picking dates and stuff, because there used to be a strategy to it, right? You look at what's coming out and you go, okay, we know that this movie's coming out. It's not our core audience. We can go up against it within a 2-week period, and it's not going to hurt us. It's not going to hurt our bottom line. It's not going to hurt their bottom line. We try to do that. In July, they were like, fuck it all, just put everything out at the same time. And all of them are competing with each other. Because I can tell you right now, there's a lot of overlap. You know those big like Venn diagrams where everything overlaps and like everything's in the middle, right? Like there are people that love dinosaurs. There are people that love superheroes. And that audience overlaps quite a bit. So you're going up against Jurassic World. Then you've got Superman going up against Fantastic Four, which is also still going up against Jurassic World. Yeah. Like, I actually think this is, and this is a total prediction and speculation, whatever you want to call it. I think Jurassic World would have hit $1 billion if there was nothing else up against it. I think it would have totally hit its mark or gotten very close to it because it's at 800 million now. So I think it would have hit $1 billion or whatever.
100%. Yeah.
Superman probably would have made about 100 million more based on like the word of mouth. I think it could have probably been in the 700 million range. And I think Fantastic Four was the biggest casualty of all of this because they should have came out either well before Superman or they should have given Superman the full like 4-week run. So there was no battle over IMAX or any of that other shit because that's another big issue. So for me, there was a lot of really, really dumb mistakes. And they say that movies are basically made in editing because that's where the movies are actually made. And that the movie's money is made in the placement of that film, like where you put it in the year. Those are the two things that you have to do really well. And I think that there was a lot of bad decisions made. As a fan, I don't want to do this like a sports game. I don't want to go and say, I have to pick which sports team I love the most, and that's where I'm going to spend my money. I would like to have a little breathing room on either side of film so I could go, I want to support all of these things and give them a fair shot in theaters. July broke people. When I tell you they're friends of mine that tapped out after Superman, they were like, that's it for us. We've gone to 3 movies in a row. We're done. We're not going to see anything else. They're like, we'll wait till August or when it comes out on streaming to see Fantastic Four. Yeah. And I know that's anecdotal, but I do hear that a lot of people felt the same way. They were very much like burned out. They would have been going to the movies 5 weeks in a row. Some people to see movies.
Even me, like I loved Fantastic Four, but I was still living on the high of a Superman. I was still talking about it. I was still loving it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Fantastic Four. All right, I guess it's another one. And I think both would have, like you said, done much better if they were in separate months. I think once Avengers Doomsday got that day, I think when you hear Avengers, you kind of run. Very similar to Avatar. I think Shrek, Avatar are the two where you don't want to be too close to them because they are going to dominate the box office.
And this is so far out, I think that they're probably going to lock in this date and they're not changing it. Like this is, if anybody goes up against them at this point, I think it would be on them, not on Shrek, honestly.
And Cody mentioned a couple that are coming out around the same time. He said Dragons 2, Beyond the Spider-Verse, and the new Pixar movie all come out around that time. I think they move away from Shrek. I'm not saying all 3 of them do, but I think Pixar definitely runs away from Shrek. They like an original Pixar movie versus Shrek. Shrek is destroying that. Spider-Verse is interesting. Because I do think that will probably be the 2 main talking points of like, I don't know.
I'm ready for the next Spider-Verse movie. I don't know about you guys. I am so fucking ready for that movie.
I would not be shocked if they move that again. If they were like, we're moving that even further into 2027, like July or August or something.
All right, so let's jump over here to this. This is something I made a short about today. I'm going to try to be better about shorts, you guys. I want to do at least 3 shorts a day, covering smaller topics because a lot of people are saying you should try shorts more often. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I don't live in the world of shorts, but I'll give it a go. But I talked about this very briefly. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. So Superman releases digitally on August 26th. I want to remind everybody, this isn't like on HBO Max. This is like the VOD $25, $30 rental thing that it'll probably do for about a month. And that counts towards the box office numbers. We don't know what that is. But again, though, it usually adds, typically, rule of thumb is, it adds between 30 and 50 million to the total box office amount. So whatever the box office gets, you can guarantee it's going to be in between that 30 and $50 million range. And that is the kind of math that we've had over the last year or so, actually about 2 years now with these VOD releases. And this is 45 days after theatrical release. So 45 days from the day of release when it comes out for VOD. I feel like, and I might be wrong about this, and you guys can try and roast me if you feel like roasting me. I feel like here comes Lance. He's actually in his studio. Lance is in his studio? What's happening? It's late, Lance. What are you doing in your studio? Oh, your mic's not working. Your mic's broken. It's smoking. You see that? Just kidding.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Go at it again, Lance.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
I'm up. I'm editing.
Oh, I thought you had an editor.
No.
Oh, okay. I for some reason I thought you did. I don't know.
I do things myself now since I'm with a agency now. You know how it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
All
When
right.
you're I'm like Ronan now. I'm important.
you said you're awake, and Omega says the woke mob. Yeah, that's what it is. He's totally awake now. He gets it. He's
Why is Darren's mic? Darren, what are you eating?
I still have these chips that I opened earlier.
all right. So we're talking about the Superman VOD thing. Thoughts? I think this is a mistake because I think this is contributing to the problem that we're having with box offices on opening weekends and subsequent weekends. I've looked into the numbers on this. It doesn't seem like it's worth it in every case to rush out some of these blockbuster movies so quickly, especially summer blockbusters that you could leave in there for like 2 months. However, some people have said that 30 to 50 million they could make makes up for leaving it in the box office, but I still feel like you could have like those big booms. Like, also, before I let everybody speak, another thing I've heard is that there's already like almost movie quality rips of this now that are on the internet, and they want to try and push back against that. That's the reason why they do this. All that considered, what are our thoughts on releasing movies like so quickly after they come out in theaters?
Oh man, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think if you're going to put it out this early, I actually think they should have done 1 week earlier, because I think maybe what their mindset is Peacemaker comes out the end of August. I think maybe you're trying to market to people that are like, hey, I want to watch Peacemaker, but I haven't seen Superman yet. Let me go rent out Superman before I can watch Peacemaker, which this is a week after it airs. So it's almost weird. That's like, well, just do it 1 week earlier for people can go, rent out Superman, and then, like how Peacemaker kind of help with that. But then my other side of it is, okay, just push Peacemaker back like a month, like have that come out in September, and then have a whole extra month for Superman to make buck, and then do that technique. Then that works a lot better. But yeah, I wish it was staying a bit longer. Again, I think it's still going to stay in theaters for a little while. I think they're not going to take it out immediately. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Anyone else want to chime in?
No, like to me, the digital releases should happen at least a week or two before your Blu-ray drops. And even then, that's for those who can't wait or don't believe in physical media anymore, which, hashtag physical media forever.
Yeah, 100%.
To me, this is, if anything, if this doesn't entice me to go to watch it in the movie theater again, even though I want to, I just had to find the right time and timing, because again, movie prices are going very, very expensive nowadays.
Yeah.
But this doesn't make me, this is pushing me to be like, you know what, let's just save your money for that digital copy for the Blu-ray copy, because I'm going to get the Blu-ray when it comes out. And I think if it was right before Peacemaker dropped, I could to an extent understand it, though I still wouldn't agree with it. Right. If anything, use that week and get David, get Rachel, get Nathan, get Isabella, get them, get Chris, get John together at a round table and be like, folks, these are some of your characters you're gonna follow in the DC universe. Let's for an hour hang out with them in the podcast that they're doing right now, and just be like, what are you guys looking forward to? Have Peacemaker and Superman cross paths yet, or what does that what that mean and whatnot? And like, it's just, I don't know. There's another way to promote your DC universe without having to do this in another way. And I still think in a way that I could be wrong. Maybe just because me and Lance were there, but I think it would have been sweet and it could have helped maybe a little bit if they had brought up David and Millie and Rachel and Nicholas and Nathan and Isabella out on Hall H with Peacemaker's panel.
Definitely.
Like, this is the Peacemaker panel, but just saying, we're happy that we're all existing in the DC universe, and who knows where the future takes us, but it looks like it to me a bright future for us. and that should have been all. No teases, no clips, nothing. I just put it all together. That says a lot.
Yeah,
A lot
and let
of
them
that
talk to
presence.
the crowd for a minute. Let them all say
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good. A lot of people in the chat, well, at least 2 people said they didn't remember that Peacemaker was even coming out. So it's like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man,
yeah. Wait, I feel like Peacemaker isn't doing a lot of advertising right now. I mean, is it just me?
just the podcast. That's it.
I feel like there's
been
just
some
not
trailers. They put out a different trailer the other day. I just don't think people are really talking about it.
Yeah.
And again, like maybe, like honestly, I would do another push for marketing right now. I think that'd be a great way to
a
market.
lot. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we see John Cena going out and doing like a lot of promos over the next 2 or 3 weeks? Is that what you think we're going to see?
I hope
'Cause
so.
I know you laugh 3W. I know why you laugh.
Oh, because you said C.
Yeah, you can't see. You can't. Yeah, that part.
I would hope so. Like he loves being in that suit in promos.
loves
I mean,
it, yeah.
he was on the whole time at the panel, and I'm like, that is awesome. That was
It must be a very
screaming,
comfortable
man.
suit. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
can say.
Yeah,
So-
I would hit up. You know what? Maybe this is too lowbrow for DC Studios, but I would. You know what? Let's hit up different podcasts around
Yes.
the social medias and be like, you know what? You get 10 minutes with Peacemaker. What do you want to talk to him? And
In character. Have him
in
go in
character.
character. Give me hot ones. Hot ones with John Cena.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
Peacemaker.
100%.
Like, oh my gosh. It'd be
Or hit up
really
the
good.
Nerdcast. We're the most popular late night podcast on
Yeah.
YouTube. So just hit us up.
Yeah, no.
It's
I-
the same. It's the same thing I'm thinking about with Alien Earth. Alien Earth drops tomorrow, and it's barely had any big push on marketing. And I'm here out of my way saying, people, yo, Alien Earth comes out tomorrow. Alien Earth comes out tomorrow, and it's just like
Nobody knows. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next topic, but we have a couple super chats. The next thing we're going to do is, since we're already 40 some minutes into the stream, a couple things before we watch. It's going to be the Spider-Man brand new day one on set teaser, which I'm really excited to watch. I have not watched the whole thing yet. I've only seen pictures of it. It may get clipped down, so if you're watching this back on playback, Disney's been good to us recently. We haven't had a lot of claims from Disney. Paramount's the worst. Universal's the worst. They will claim everything.
They're all racist.
pretty much. They're all racist.
Warner Brothers.
So, yeah, same thing. They don't want people to promo stuff in a day and age when like this is literally the best way to get the word out on stuff. They want to take it off of
Literally.
everything. Like, are you worried about the pennies you would make off of a trailer in my video? Like, is that big of a deal to you?
Yeah.
It's a fucking trailer. It's made to advertise stuff. Why are you? You know what? I could rant about that for 20 minutes. We're not going to do that. Anyway, also, we have 120 people watching between two streams right now. So if you're watching on Debunks or Reloaded, make sure you hit the like or dislike. If you like me, that's amazing. If you don't like me, still hit it because it's engagement. So one or the other. And if you're somebody that doesn't normally comment, just drop a few emojis in the chat. Let YouTube know that we're in the algorithm. And, basically all the good things. Make sure you also go and subscribe to everybody's channel that is here on the panel with us tonight. Let's do the super chats quickly, and then we're going to look at the video. Spider-Man. I'm so excited about that. I can't tell you. Like, honestly, I'm very excited. We got a $5 super chat from Naruto here. Says, Netflix has announced they're creating an anime called The One Piece that will cover the manga from the beginning.
Yeah.
What? 3W, you got to tell me about this. Is this something you've read about? Did you know about this?
Yeah. There's also already a reimagined arc that they're doing with I think
A reboot, right?
Well, it's kind of like a reboot, but it's not. It's basically just a retelling with new technology of the animation that they didn't have back. Yeah, remake.
That's crazy.
But they did announce what they're doing with the live action too, and they showed us what Nico Robin would look like, which I'm very interested in.
They put out a season 2 footage and then also announced season 3s along the way.
Yeah,
It's just like, yep.
that's crazy. I'm so excited. I really loved One Piece season 1, so I'm really looking forward to season 2. I hope it's as good as season 1. I hope the quality didn't drop off, but
I wonder what the
do you have
long
a
goal.
cold?
The long goal is to get the One Piece, obviously.
No, I get that, but like the anime isn't there yet either. So it's like ultimately,
The anime is actually on its last arc, from what I
Okay.
can tell. It's basically going to finish before the show does. So that's they already know what they're going to end on. So they have the source material that they can follow, and it's like It's like 1,000 episodes, so you're good. I mean, there's a lot of source.
Is the manga already concluded?
No, not concluded, but it's on the final stretch.
Okay, so the manga's concluding, and then the anime is going to catch up to the manga by later on, and then
the live action has to catch up to the anime.
One Piece fans, bless you. Y'all must be eating well. Eventually, I'll join y'all eventually in the sales, because right now I have enough trouble with Star Wars and all this stuff.
It takes 20 days to catch up on One Piece if you start from the beginning.
Like
someone told me that if you watch like 3 episodes a day, it takes 5 years. I was like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What's the One Piece that they getting though? Like, I don't get it. I don't get the One Piece of it all.
I don't know either, but Jake has arrived, so good to see Jake in the house.
No.
By the way, Jay Bradley says that they like the stream. Look, this is what I love it. When you like and then you typed that you liked it, because then that's that extra level. It's like when you order a cheese and pepperoni and sausage pizza and they give you extra of everything and they tell you, I gave you extra, but you didn't pay for it. That's what that feels like. So thank you so much, Jay Bradley.
It's letting YouTube know that you're in the fucking algorithm.
Exactly. And we are doing really good. I'm getting screws on both channels. So you guys, thanks so much. I did drop the Discord link. If you didn't see it, you can scroll up. But the Discord link is in there. Be very nice. You can join the Discord. There's a role request channel in the server where you can go in and you can say which one you want to be, where you want to go, what channel you want to be part of. So drop in there. And what are we laughing? Did somebody say something? Hold on.
Darren said something. Darren said
something. Wait. What it? Oh, disliked. Oh, yeah. Okay, I appreciate it.
Something else. This is a deep lore.
It's so much funny. A deep lore thing. Okay, I'll stay.
Oh,
Lance has his hand up. So
yeah, go ahead.
I didn't get I didn't get asked for my role in the Discord. I was just putting stuff, and I don't like for people to assume things because then becomes woke and kind of.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. You ordered your pizza with no cheese? Oh my god!
Ew.
You didn't do that?
It's not pizza at that point.
That's bread.
Bread, yeah, it's just
bread with
bread.
sauce. Wet bread. I mean, it's like wet stuff. I mean.
Oh god.
Let's do this. All right. We're gonna watch this trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day, Day 1 on set.
I ain't gonna lie, that whole trailer made me kind of wet.
Yeah, Lance, your web shooters were working that day.
There it is.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. This might get removed if you're watching this on playback. I apologize. Go watch it and then come back over. We'll talk about it when it's done. But let's go ahead and see. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see what's going to happen here. Let's see. I'm on the wrong window. All right, here we go.
Alrighty. So how you feeling? Yeah, I feel good, man. It's day one. My 4th ever day 1 on Spider-Man. You know, it's funny putting the suit on. It feels different this time somehow. It's also the first time we've ever had fans on set.
Wait. So this is why we had they did this on purpose.
Yep.
They did this 100%, but it's brilliant. I'm not mad about it. It's brilliant. They knew that this was going to be seen by people, so they're like, you know what? Let's just invite everybody.
Free press.
And it's free promo for us. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. And they knew Tom was going to be there on set in this new costume, so that was kind of the brilliant shit. I have to give him credit for that. That was brilliant.
And he went up to the kids to say hi.
What was that? Sorry.
He went up to the kids and say hi and took photos with people there, and it was that engaged with not just the shooting scene, but also the people who were watching it. So
yeah. No, this is great.
Same exact thing Garfield did during his day.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to share this with them.
This suit is so great, by the way. It is so great. I mean, this looks like right there, this is a fucking Spider-Man suit. Like, no shade to all the other ones, but this makes me really happy as a fan that's loved Spider-Man for pretty much my entire life. This looks like the lines. It
feels sewed.
And the grid pattern. The grid pattern in the blue.
Yep. It's not over-designed. It's like literal perfection for me.
Yeah.
So.
We've got some familiar faces on set.
You
know, I'm just going to do my best. Hopefully get it right. No pressure.
I mean, he looks like Spider-Man to me now. It's like I said this last time we streamed. It's not just the suit. It's the styling, his haircut, everything about it. This is that Spider-Man swag that I wanted to see from the beginning from his. And I loved Andrew. And again, Andrew is still, because we haven't seen this movie yet, Andrew is still my favorite Peter Parker Spider-Man, but this one is giving it's giving Spider-Man to me, and that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I really think this is going to be my new favorite. After I
honestly think that the fighting scenes are going to hit very hard, because if what happened in Shang-Chi, uses that as a preference, it's going to be like super hardcore.
And just think we get to see Punisher in this too.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Except for I don't like him being washed down to PG-13. That's just
He's driving around a tank. It ain't gonna be that bad.
They made Wolverine work in PG-13 for 16 years. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a really good one.
I'm so glad to see all the practical stunts and stuff too. That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that gets me.
You look at some of the behind-the-scenes stuff for No Way Home, and granted they were in pandemic times, but a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff there, you see him just wrapped in a mocap suit. You're like,
green screen.
Okay, this looks good, but it's like, I know there's some iffy green screen area. Even in the theater, you can tell some of it sometimes.
This shot right here is like a comic book panel.
Yeah.
The way he's standing, like you could not do a better. And I know it's simple shit like this, but this is just the kind of stuff I love about like the fandom. You know what I mean? Like this is great. And then the interactions with the fans. Tom Holland is out there talking to people, taking pictures with people, letting them film videos, letting them go online and share all of this stuff. Like this is just to me, this is them getting back to where, like, I know Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts was a step in the right direction, but this feels to me like this is committing to making the changes that made Marvel so amazing in the beginning. They tried to do it with Fantastic Four. They had that little promo. I don't know if you guys remember, but the release for the trailer, they had that like thing where they went and they had the Fantastic Four there with like the crowd and stuff. Yeah. And they tried to do it and it was good. It was okay. But I think if you're going to reignite that fire, Spider-Man is the perfect character to do it. And I think the X-Men are the perfect follow-up to that, in my opinion.
And what I would even do...
Or prove the concept worked. They just don't have the same impact as somebody like Spider-Man or the X-Men.
Yeah, like if they wanted 2 cents for like, the future stuff of, like for the X-Men, what I would do is like, you know what? Shoot some of that stuff in a location, practical set, and also, you know what? For a day, film something that you might not even use in the movie, but having a way where you're interacting with the fans and letting people know. So, like, if for example, if one day we do see in a promo like this, something like that, the X-Men in the yellow suits or in their own various 90s suits. And again, it's a scene that has nothing to do with the movie, but they're there for fans and they're like, looking up and like, be like, all right, people can be here, but just don't wear your X-Men merch. It's like, that's a way. This was a brilliant.
That would count me out.
I think the thing about it is, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Darren. Just really quickly, I think you're right though about the idea of like shooting a scene that's not going to cost them much money to just do that and be with the fans, even if you're not even going to use it in the film, or put it in as like a Blu-ray extra or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that looks great in sunlight right there.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, no, like I kind of hinted at my thoughts on this earlier at the start of the stream, but I think they're going the Superman approach, and I think what James Gunn did very well with Superman is that he marketed every step of the way from the very beginning, from the announcement to the casting to the suits to the whatever. And I think that I think is one of the reasons the movie did as well as it did, because the fans were able to get attached day by day by day. They've been following the journey, and they've done that here. It's like, okay, here's your title card. Okay, a couple months later, here's a bit of the suit. Here's a bit more of the suit. Here's a photo of all the suits. And now this, where it's like, okay, here's a full-on video. That's just day one of filming, right? They have like a whole year left of marketing, and it's in days. I've already seen more hype for Spider-Man than I saw in the entire run of Fantastic Four. Like that is just a fact. So I think they're being very, very smart about this marketing. I think they really, really want this to be a bang out success. I think they kind of need it to be a bang out success after, let's be honest, one of their most lackluster years they've ever had in their history. So and it's like
I mean, to your point about the whole gun deal too, the fact that we were essentially going along with them as we saw the movie being made, that was kind of a unique approach to do at the time, and I think that is one of the things that helps Superman. And I think if we do it here, it arguably works better for a character like Spider-Man, because it's like a very down to earth, day in the life type of character, and a character you can relate to a lot more. So you see a lot of that stuff being filmed and shot, and not something you could look at it and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense for Superman. I don't know how much of it I can relate to, but with Spider-Man, you see it and you go, hey, like, I relate to a lot of that stuff that they're saying is going on throughout the course of the movie right now, and then it just gives you an additional thing to get attached to.
I'm really excited for the marketing with this one, because I think they're going to do a lot of Spider-Man goes to Children's Hospital to hang out with kids, or Spider-Man saves something from tree, or like stuff like that. Like he's helps an old woman with his groceries or something like that in a lot of the marketing.
I want to welcome Omega. Omega jumped in, so good to have you here, Omega.
Omega. The fact that feels like that, this people, fans outside of them shooting in location, it feels like New York. It feels like Spider-Man's in New York, and there's just a New Yorker just watching him do his thing.
Sorry,
like, oh man, look at that. That's probably why they went to Scotland, because look at that architecture. That feels like old New York buildings and whatnot.
Right. It looks like the date of New York that has history to it.
Yeah.
By the way, Jason said, I still think CGI web swinging. Actually, let me pull it up on the screen here. I want to talk about it just briefly. Not that one. It says, I still think CGI web swinging looks better. A real person just can't do all those moves as good as a CG character. I don't think they're going to do 100%. Him swinging. I think the goal is to any up close shots or any shots where you see something happening in a small contained space, he's going to be on webs like he was on the top of above the tank and everything. But I think if you're talking about the big broad swinging stuff where he's like wrapping around buildings, that's going to be CGI. Yeah. So I think that's what we're going to see.
Look, about Amazing Spider-Man when he took his first actual swing and he was on the bridge.
Yeah,
that was practical. But when it comes to doing like flips and Mick Twisty 5000s in the middle of the sky,
Mick Twisty,
all of that stuff, that's CGI. It's always a mix,
right? And
Harrison. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Say that's easier to do, because if you're doing a far away scene where like you see him in the distance in a big landscape, it's easier to do a little bit of CG because it's less noticeable.
Yeah. But Jason, I think you're going to see the CG that you like. Don't worry. I think you're going to get a lot of those shots in this movie.
Why don't they just do practical effects and just have why don't they just have Tom Holland actually do all the flips and stuff?
Yeah.
I think he actually is doing a lot of the stuff. Obviously not the big stuff.
Like the stuff where you're like high in the air on
just do that. Have him just possibly if he breaks his neck, oh well, you could just
I think they want to avoid death.
Yeah, I know. I'm bullshitting.
I think they want to avoid death at all costs.
I think there's a human rights violation in this.
They let stunt performers do that shit.
All right. Here's what James here says. I feel like this could be the true debut of Tom's Spider-Man, as much as I enjoy the previous movies. Well, let me tell you why it feels like that for a lot of people. This is the first actual like street level friendly neighborhood Spider-Man movie we're going to be getting, because the other movies, even as good as they were, they kind of started with him running already. Like he was already on the ground running. Yeah. This is like a soft reset for him in a way.
He's also for the first time, he's actually an independent hero as well. People kept saying that his arc in the previous 3 movies was him becoming Spider-Man. It's like, no, he was always Spider-Man, but his arc was becoming an independent hero and really learning that, great power comes great responsibility lesson.
At least now he's a man. Also, you know what I thought about? You know how people are like, people are freaking out talking about some, oh my God, if the Fantastic Four are in the 60s, yada yada yada. How is that gonna work? And how like Matt Shackman was saying, like it's not like it won't be time travel, it's multiversal hopping. We already had I don't get why people are confused. We had our example of that. Right.
Yeah.
Tobey's Spider-Man, late 40s to early 50s.
Yeah, he was
Andrews has to be in his at least mid to late 30s, and Tom's Peter was still a teenager. They were all still on the same timeline. Their Earths are just at different points in time, but they're still a linear timeline, if you get what I mean. The same way that 616 couldn't be in 2027 right now, and Earth 828 is still in the 19. Well, now.
I mean, we're going to see that with
5 years
Fantastic
later.
Four. We're going to see that with Fantastic Four as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like people are
Yeah.
confused about that with
Yeah.
with when it comes to Doomsday. Like, is it going to be time travel? And I told a few of my friends, it's not time travel. It's multiversal jumping.
Yeah.
One Earth can be in one year and the other one can be in a different year. But it'll still be like you're not time traveling. You're not.
That was kind of so. If you go back to Endgame, you kind of understand that time travel and multiverse isn't the same, but it kind of connects together a little bit. And go ahead, Darren.
It's kind of fucked up now that we've seen Eyes of Wakanda.
Right.
Because they do not play by the same rules.
No, they don't.
Right.
They have their own like Terminator 2 style set of rules that's completely separate from.
And the weird thing is they used the quantum technology to do it, which is the same thing they used in Endgame. Like it was a quantum based technology. So it was kind of weird. Oh well, they fixed one of the timelines. I don't know which one it was, but one of them got fixed. So we are 6 out of 10 super chats. We only need 4 more in the Reloaded channel to reach our goal. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Lone Wolf with the $5 super chat says, if you could pick one villain role for David, I can never say his last name. Anybody can say his last name correctly? Yes, Malchian. Okay, got it. For Batman, I asked Boba. He said he could see him as Crane, Professor Pig, Dollmaker, or Mad Hatter.
I would love Mad Hatter.
Yeah, I think Mad Hatter would be a good role for him, honestly.
Yeah, like I mean, if they did like Riddler right out of the comics with the suit and the hat and whatnot, like, and he wasn't just larping off of the Joker vibe, but like was fully the Riddler, I think I could see that. But Mad Hatter is the one I haven't seen yet, and I'm like, do that, man. Lean it again. That way you can make sure this is what the DCU is going to be willing to do. Yeah. This is what DC Elseworlds can do. And
right.
Just like
I have a good role. I have a good role. I can see him as and Darren might
oh no, I feel like this is a troll.
Darren might agree with me. I can see him as either a magician from a different timeline. You know, he might have white hair. You know, just using nanotech. I can see him as that, or Darren really will get this one. I can see him playing a serial killer, but it's twins. He's a twin, and they're called the Gemini killers. But the thing is, nobody knows it's twins.
He's referencing Dexter for anyone.
Oh, okay. Where the hell is he going?
I was about to say, I caught the Flash reference. I thought he was about to reference Gotham because he was in that too.
He was in Gotham.
Yeah,
he's in everything. He's in The Dark Knight. He's in Suicide
Prisoners,
Squad.
Dune, Blade Runner.
He's that guy that like after they do the first Joker, they like cut his face off and then he sticks his face to his own and he tries to act like he's that one Joker, but he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who else is a favorite of mine? And I became a fan of him because of Batman the Animated Series, The Clock King. I really like what the animators did with the Clock King. I'm like, you know what? David Desmalchian with a suit was always on time and like can time everything. I want to see that. I like to see that.
I don't know if this would be the exact right role for him, but I was thinking maybe if he wanted to play Langstrom. I don't know.
Would it be crazy to say Mr. Freeze? That'd be a crazy fan casting.
He's already Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, who's to say in the DCU whatever happened to his Polka Dot Man still happened in this new timeline?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I would want him to look completely different than he does as Polka Dot Man. Like, the only way I could buy it more, that like he looks completely different. Like, that's why I like the Mad Hatter, because that's a 180 from Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, well, like Mr. Freeze could be 100% like full makeup, like his face is white with the giants. Like you could make it, you could have it be whoever you want, and you probably can't tell who it is. But ultimately, my answer is whoever the hell he wants to play, because he can play, like he will literally do anything. Like he has proven himself enough, especially at DC. Give him literally whoever the hell he wants.
The Reverse Flash.
Oh,
hell yeah! I mean, have him be Batman, and I'd be like, you know what? Hell yeah, whatever.
Wait,
he
Eric.
deserves it.
Eric, I sent this video out on TikTok. I think Darren's seen it, but you know how we always talk about how like the Reverse Flash is like unhinged. This TikToker came up with the worst scenario for the reverse flash.
What?
Oh, no.
So he's Barry and Batman have the reverse flash. Like they caught him. They have him tied up. So reverse flash is like basically like, Barry, you know I've always controlled your life. And Barry's like, yeah, not this time. He said, man, it's really sad that your that Iris died when she was just a baby. So Barry's like, wait, what are you talking about? He said, but you know, you had a daughter in the future. He said, when Iris died, Joe ended up adopting a new baby and naming her Iris.
What?
Huh?
They said
talking
the reverse flash. It was a skit on TikTok.
Yeah, that sounds like a fanfic.
It's a
like
fanfic. They're saying that that reverse flash went back.
No, I get it. Yeah.
That was so bad. I said, that sounds like something he would do, though.
Bruh.
So I want to pull this chat up here. It says the Fantastic Four universe is not in the 60s. It's actually a modern time, but has a 60s aesthetic. I just looked up the EW interview, and that's not true.
Tell that to Matt Shackman.
That's flat out not true.
Yeah, Matt Shackman literally says, we knew it's going to be on another Earth, so we had a chance to reinvent what the 60s would look like on this Earth. That was a literal quote from Matt Shackman.
I don't know why.
And there's also newspapers that have the date on it, too.
Yeah.
At one point, I think Brandon Davis asked him about the baseball hat because he was worried that he made Ben a Red Sox fan. He's like, wait a minute, they're in New York. And he said, no, he's a Brooklyn Dodgers fan. In my universe, the Dodgers didn't leave Brooklyn. Didn't go to LA. They stayed in Brooklyn. And
if there is something contradicting that, in his interview with EW, he stated it is the 60s. It's just on a different Earth.
Yep.
So
that's why he wouldn't say it's not time travel if he wasn't dealing with a different.
I don't know what to tell people that are like saying it's not, because literally the director says it is. So I don't really know what, like, is this reverse world or something? Like, I don't know.
It's coming right from the horse's mouth. So like, drink all the coffee you want.
Like, you don't tell him no. You know what I'm saying? Don't go on social media and at him and say no, it's not in the 60s. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just reading what he said.
Just because it feels like it's not in the 60s doesn't mean like it.
I want to say I think I'm probably the oldest person on the panel, and retrofuturism is something that existed a long time ago that kind of went out of fashion. So I know a lot of people don't really understand what that aesthetic is, and they were reaching for. I think that might have been one of the tough selling points of the actual movie, like looking back on it, is the concept that this is the 1960s, but we have spaceships, we have technology and all this stuff, and it conflicted with some people. I get it, right? But it's something that was around for a while, and then it kind of disappeared. The Jetsons was like the last like fandom thing that did retrofuturism, and they just kind of faded after that.
This is just like in
the far off future of 2025.
Like, look at the movies in the magazines of that time. Like, there's a reason why, like, something like oh my gosh, what's that one Silent Running or other like sci-fi movies that are very out there, but they're very much of that time. And it just, I don't know, it felt like, I mean, Fallout. Someone said also, I think Christian Garcia, Fallout.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Christian said it's Fallout logic. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as like the steampunk thing where the world evolved in steampunk, and that's the vibe of that. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is, kind of.
Also, it kind of like, it makes you think like how their world basically survived the technology. Like, basically technology stopped like a long time ago because the church didn't like it. So they didn't have that. They didn't have that. So their technology progressed before we did.
Well, also I want to point out that go ahead.
The whole technological, like, hypothetical advancement you just brought up, it makes me think of, this is a movie from the 90s that some people will remember, movie Hackers, where it's like,
oh god, I love that movie. It's one of my like
their depiction of like what technology was around then and what it was going to be. And looking back, they were dead wrong.
Yeah, they were completely wrong. But yeah, no, I love that movie for as bad as it is. It's one of my favorite bad movies. So this was I made a short on this as well, but I thought we'd bring this up because somebody brought up Batman. So James Gunn responds to a fan complaining about there being two Batman films in development. Sammy goes, what is the point of Reeves making another Batman movie if it's not part of your DC universe? We don't need two different Batman movies to confuse fans. And James goes, you don't seem to be confused. It's like, I mean, like, you know what it is, right? I mean, we talk about the casual audience. As long as the movies don't come out in the same year, I don't think people are going to be super confused by it.
Exactly.
They just want to go and have a good time
Someone
at the
brought that up
movie.
before him. They're like, you're gonna have 2 movies, 2 Batman movies. Like, no, like if anything, it'd be either 1 year Batman movie, 1 year another Batman movie, and like make sure. Like, that's also the job of the marketing team. Of like, okay, this is where your job comes into play. Of like, make sure people know this is Matt Reeves' story. This is the DCU story.
Yeah, they've made clear that they want to make a stamp with the Elseworld stuff, so just have it marketed in that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to play devil's advocate a little bit.
Okay.
Because I think this is how we think. This is how we think. Like, we're not going to be confused. Casual audiences, I think, is a very separate thing. Because I was asked before going into Superman movie if this was connected to the Michael Keaton Batman, and I was like, well, no, it has nothing to do with that. And I think it's like people like that are very confused about, like, you know, the same people that think Marvel and DC are the same company, the same brand, stuff like that. Like, I do think for some people this will be confusing. This will be a thing. And, you know, not to say that we can never have multiple takes on a character and stuff like that, but like I think to say that no one will be confused is an inaccurate statement, because there are going to be people that aren't fully caught up to date. There's still people that are like, wait, so this is connected to the Man of Steel movie. This is the same people. Lance might remember this, or maybe even Eric. Even there was people when Superman and Lois came out, people thought it was a sequel to Smallville. People thought, oh, this comes after this and this and this. It's like, no, you are very, very confused.
Well, I also want to, can I play devil's advocate?
Yeah, of course.
So I think the people that would be confused by this don't care enough for you to even consider it, right? Because I mean, like, if people are that confused, if there's so much of a general audience that they don't even know anything about these two projects, then you cannot make movies for those people.
But unfortunately, we have to. Like, I hate it.
Well, no, I'm saying, let me reiterate that. When you're making the movie, you can't only consider those people.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to make a good movie, even if some people are going to be confused.
Yeah.
Whether they watch it or not.
My favorite general audience reaction was actually during the Brave New World trailer. Someone was like, "They have a Red Hulk now."
Yeah, like, to me, when it comes to these films, it's like, make sure that, like, okay, some people are gonna want that gothic detective, you know, pulpy thing. All right, cool. Delete into that. Some people might not want that. When you do the different version of Batman, make sure it's something else that's not just that. That way they go, okay. Because I think for a lot of people, who knows? I think in line with Darren, like, some people might think that in Batman's world, it's only the Joker and Scarecrow and Bane, and that's it. And it's like,
they're the only ones that have gotten major prominence in movies, so people are going to think it's like, oh, well, it's just these guys.
Exactly. And that's the point. I think that, like, with DCU, especially the DCU, I mean, those ones could also do it, but DCU as well. It's like, make sure that people know who Man-Bat is. Make sure people know who. Again, I brought up someone like Clock King or Mad Hatter. Like, you know, we bring up, make sure that the
Clayface,
Clayface. Make sure people know who these characters are, because your usual suspects will will already have people knowing, oh, okay, which Joker is it? This was try something else that hasn't been used to keep it fresh. That helps keep the character fresh, the brand fresh, and also viewership on your new DC Studios fresh.
And for a time being, it can help distinguish takes too.
Yes.
You know, I'm just going to use this as an example. When you look at your 3 Spider-Man franchises, you had one where it started with the Green Goblin, one that started with the Lizard, and one that started with the Vulture. So just on those alone, it's easy to kind of separate the 3 and not be confused at all. But, you know, granted, even between a lot of those Batman franchises, really the only villain that many of them have shared have been the Joker, Bane, Penguin. If you want to count Catwoman as a villain, then her. Not even really Raish, because he's only been done in movies once. So
that wasn't a Batman show. Never mind. That was Green Arrow.
So
I'm sorry.
It's really just Joker, Bane, Two-Face, Catwoman. Again, if you want to count her, and then Riddler, I guess now. But the list is not that large.
That's why I love something about, like, I appreciate it of how trained I am. with something, or even those who probably weren't familiar, in Creature Commandos, there's literally a shot where you pan down past buildings with gargoyles in them, and there's this type of music, and you instantly knew where you were. You instantly knew you were, and we were all freaking out, like, what's going to happen? And the fact that it was Dr. Phosphorus' connection, it's like, that's a Batman villain as well. And I hope we do that with the DC universe. And again, I'm going to echo what I said early on about promotion and marketing. You know, James Gunn, Peter Safran, if you're watching this, don't just go to Rolling Stone. Don't just go to Deadline, Variety, and all them.
Don't go to Deadline at all. They suck.
No. I'm
go to Screen Rant. Go to Screen Rant.
Don't look at. Don't just go. There's some people. Some good people at Screen Rant. Don't just go to the usual suspects you go to. Go to a lot of like podcasts like now that we see. Like ours, like Party Nation, like Council Creators. Look up those podcasts, because you never know who you might connect and might introduce into your DC universe.
And you're going to get different questions. You're going to meet new communities. It's going to be like off the beaten path, because I can't stand that guy who sounds like he smokes 20 cigarettes a day. He's like, did you hear that so-and-so said this awful thing about you? What is your opinion on this? And he does it on the red carpet every single time. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm so tired of that. Yeah. I mean, like, what? It's just
the questions he asks.
He does like this. This is with the microphone. He does this thing where he's like, "What did you think that Superman had on underwear with assless chaps?"
Oh, is that the guy who was talking? Is that the guy who was talking to the Superman cast and he sounded like he was having a stroke?
Yeah,
it's the same guy. Yeah, he's one of the worst red carpet interviewers I've ever heard. He just always is.
He was the one with like the Agatha. I was like, so why is this the gayest Disney Plus show yet? And it's like, shut the fuck up.
What?
That is not genuine.
I totally blame that guy for a lot of the bad press that these shows get because he purposely asks the dumbest questions.
Even the Snyder Cut people was like, even they were like, okay, yeah, this is just a dumb question.
Yeah.
If you know it's bad when you have Snyder cultists like trying to say like they don't even deserve it.
This is bad.
When they are momentarily brought out of their funk, you know it's bad.
Lone Wolf with the $2 super chat says, "Tonight the night, surprise, motherfuck that twist." There we go.
I don't get the reference.
It's another Dexter. Right?
Dexter came on today.
Okay.
Dexter came on today.
What's today?
Monday.
No, it comes out.
No,
Friday.
it's
just a quote. It's just a quote from
Tuesday now.
Yeah, and I hope a lot of these companies don't look at some of the. I don't want to throw them all. I don't want to throw all of them under the bed. But some of the influencers they brought on to do.
Why not on top of the bed?
Anyways, beyond that, don't look at all these influencers and think all of them would behave this way or ask these type of questions. Mm-hmm. There are some who I am happy that they are getting opportunities because I know they're deep fans, and not just that, but they're cinephiles. So they can throw you wild stuff that isn't just the usual. What was it like being part of the Fantastic Four or Superman? How was it? Was it tough to get into the suit? It's just like no. Deeper, like. Oh man, I listen. He might be a nice dude in real life, but I will never forget. And I think you guys reacted to it when the guy asked Pedro and Vanessa. He said AI is not supposed to be about this.
Yeah, we watched it. It was bad. Yeah, he had everything wrong. And then he spent the half of the interview talking about random non-related like Fantastic Four stuff.
Like if you take the chance to give them that, ask them worthwhile questions that have meat to them.
This is why you over-prepare. You write as many questions as you can. That way, in case this has been asked, you cross that off. Yeah. In case this doesn't work, cross that off. That's why you
don't use ChatGPT to come up with questions.
Ronan, like you were one of the people I had in mind when I was ranting about it because me and Jake said we have friends that would and could and would want to do a better job and can do a better job. We've seen them do a better job, and they're just like, AI makes me smart. It's like, get out of here. Let's hire people that want to be there.
It's like, let me try and save my ass by giving you guys Furbies and all these other gifts.
Okay, so very quickly, we still have like 120 people watching between two channels. Thank you guys so much for staying up late with us. We're at the hour and a half mark, so a couple things before we do our last main topic, and then we're going to jump into our bonus stuff. By the way, while I'm doing this, anybody who is here that has not already done their list, if they want to contribute to the list,
what's the list?
You didn't read it in Discord? You didn't read what the thing was?
No, I just clicked the link.
I
Okay.
didn't see it either.
Discord.
Okay. So some
I did the same thing.
already have this. I think Jake already has his for this one, and
Yep.
I think maybe 3Dub has his. But it's your favorite or top 5 cartoons that aired between 2000 and 2009.
I made those weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
I made those like as soon as they won the poll.
All right. Okay. Before we do that, though, I dropped the link for Discord in the chat. Anybody that is watching that has not joined Discord already, please click that link and come over and chat with us in Discord. We have a good time. I promise I'll put more emojis on people's comments. I swear to you. But yeah, come over there. We'll have a good time on Discord. It's in the chat right now. You can only get the link during the live streams, and they expire after 7 days. So make sure you do that right now. Other thing is, we have some topics. If we're 7 out of 10, and we have 27 minutes to get those last 3 super chats. Again, any tier super chats, any tiers, right? Here, let me tell you what the actual choices are today. I came up with these myself. I said, fuck it. I'm going to do it myself. And here they are. So hopefully they're good.
That's some hot shit.
Top 5 best cartoons with animals as the main characters.
Ooh. Okay.
So that's movies and TV shows. Okay. Top 5 worst Pixar characters.
Oh.
Okay, so that means across all Pixar TV shows and movies, across all of them, top 5 worst, in your opinion.
There's bound to be some characters I've never heard of.
Top 5 best video game bosses is one of them. And the last one is the top 5 best manga to anime adaptations, whether it be animated or live action.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Jeez. Shut up.
So those are the choices. So I think that some of those are pretty good. They're pretty good. We got 18 votes now. If you'd like to vote and you're watching on the Debunks channel, you can do so on the Reloaded channel. Just open another tab and vote over there. I'm not making 2 polls. Sorry, I'm too lazy. But if you're in the Reloaded chat and you want to help support the channel and win the opportunity for one of those poll options to be chosen, we need 3 more super chats at any tier. What is that?
I said, at least you're honest.
Unlike you, Lance, I'm always honest. So that's the.
You just said flat out, I'm too lazy to do it.
I am. Why say anything else? It's the truth. I've been drinking a little bit. The truth really comes out when I'm drinking. Also, we had D&D tonight, and so I'm in a very.
Worst Pixar character was very fun.
So my D&D for tonight, my D&D character for tonight, the one I'm doing, it's a very small campaign with some close by people, but it is a. And if you don't play D&D, you're probably going to be like, "What does any of this mean?" But it's a Oathbreaker paladin / cleric who is a vampire and a werewolf.
Paladin /
He's a hybrid?
Okay.
Oh, I like
Yes.
that. A hybrid? I like it.
I haven't played D&D
Yeah.
probably in like 7 years.
Chat, let me ask the chat. Should we do a D&D campaign on this channel one night?
Yes,
I think that would be-
motherfuckers, yes.
That would be really fun, wouldn't
I've
it?
never-
What's up, like Joe West? And that
You
one
can do whatever you
episode?
want.
You don't need to
I've
dress
never
up, but
played
you
before,
can if you
that'd
want.
be
Well, Darren, we can do I can DM an entry level campaign. I've DM'd a lot of campaigns. So
Oh man,
look, Screwface says way OP. I know. So the guy that's running the campaign is so mad because tonight it was like he was like, okay, this character's hidden. I was like, all right, I'm gonna shift into a werewolf and then sniff it out because I can do that right as a werewolf. And then he's like, oh, but you can't smell them and it's really dark. I'm like, well, I'm a vampire, so I can see in the dark further than anybody else. Well, he's up on a ledge. Well, I'm just gonna turn into a bat and fly up to the ledge. He's like, fuck, I don't know what to do. You just keep doing all these things. I'm like, that's why.
and then like there's the whole nocturnal bits that come into play with all your
Right,
werewolf
and I
moves
have a
that you
void. I have a void spawn cat that can turn into a moon to force me into werewolf form, and covers me in shadows in the daytime, so I don't take damage from sunlight. So my character's is literally. And I made a pact with Zerial the demon, who gave me armor that's on fire, and a sword, and a shield. So I have like.
Oh, so you just playing Satan's minion then?
Anyway, no, it's a lot of fun. It's a level 14 campaign, so it's all high levels.
Oh, okay.
I'd be
So
down
pretty
for
high
that.
level. Okay.
Yeah. So
I haven't played D&D in a minute.
it would be fun. I would definitely love to do that. Well, we do like a lot of homebrew stuff, but it's homebrew with like it has to still be within the confines of like the D&D rules. We can't break the D&D rules too
But yeah,
much.
as soon as I start that up, let me know what time so I can make plans. I'm
right.
definitely down for that.
Sounds good.
Say, I did play D&D when I was younger, but I was more into Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, well, D&D and Magic the Gathering are like brothers and sisters. Like it's kind of
Yeah,
very
I
similar
mean,
to each
they're
other.
now owned by the same company.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into Magic, mainly because of the local area where I was playing. Like when I first started getting into this stuff, I saw the Magic players. I was like, oh my god, these guys are total assholes.
Yeah,
I am never touching this.
So,
Yeah, I was like, I am
will
never
say,
touching this game ever.
If you're
I was
looking
like
for a
looking
way
at
to
the
just
cards,
have
like,
fun
oh,
with it,
Yeah, I was like, no, the artwork on the cards are amazing. I love the artwork, but it's like these people are douchebags. I'm not
if you're looking for a way to have fun with it by yourself, then if you play Arena, and that's a really fun way to experience it by yourself.
Yeah. Here we go. Super chat from Naruto, $2 super chat, and a channel member. Which, by the way, if you want to support the channel and you don't really have money to super chat, but you just want to support the channel, you can pick the lowest tier on the channel. It's like $2 a month on both Debunks and Reloaded, and it helps support the channel. It gives you badges, custom emojis, you get all that cool stuff. You get early access. There's stuff on the community tab for you. I'm trying to sell this. I hope it's working. All right, Naruto $2 super chat says, will you be doing your Happy Gilmore 2 review? I watched that motherfucking movie over the weekend. Let me tell you, it did not have the magic of the first movie for me. Matter of fact, it was the opposite of magic. Whatever that is, whatever the opposite of magic is, and I'm not talking about just not having magic, whatever the opposite of magic would be in the real world, however you can conceptualize that, that is what the movie was for me. It did not live up to anything that I expected from it. And I even watched the first Happy Gilmore before I watched it, just so I could do a clean, like, directly into the sequel. I was like, man.
That might have made you like it even less.
I think it probably did. It's just like Coming to America and Coming to America. Coming to America is one of my favorite movies of all time. And when that sequel came out, I was like, this is, What?
Part 2 kind of sucked. I love part 1, but part 2 kind of sucked.
Part 1 is one. I watch that movie like 3 or 4 times a year. It's a great fucking movie. Look, it's inappropriate, but I don't care. I love that movie. It's got a lot of inappropriate humor in it.
Hot take, I don't mind a sequel. I thought it was okay. I think it might have been a musical at first, but then they changed it like halfway. Like, no, let's go ahead and make a whole movie out of this, and that's probably why it seems.
I
thought it was okay.
Let me tell you why. So I did I had the biggest crime you can, or committed the biggest crime you can commit when it comes to like going into this. I decided what I wanted the movie to be before I sat down to watch the movie, and then it wasn't that. And so I was like, I don't like
everybody.
this. No.
Even I did that. Everyone did it. And when it wasn't that, I was like, you know what? It's still okay.
Right. And I've never gone back and watched it again. Maybe I should. But I always thought it would be really cool if the movie was called like Coming Back to America or Going to Visit something else, like a subtitle, Coming to America Visiting the Family, or something like something else.
Yeah,
Coming to America and Coming to America and Coming to America. I'm like, you didn't even try. You didn't even try.
The main plot line of that was kind of like, really, y'all? Really? That's the main plot line that I didn't like, so I was kind of like, really? This is okay, fine. Clerks
2, Clerks 2 isn't, like, in terms of sequels, Clerks 2 is much better than any of the other modern day sequels that I've seen, in that opinion. But I didn't like Clerks 3. Is it 3 or 4? Whatever that one that came out like a couple years ago.
I actually met a few weeks ago. Speaking of Clerks, I actually met the girl who played Veronica.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We actually stopped watching Clerks 3 halfway through. We're like, we're turning this off. We didn't even finish it.
No, it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let me ask you a question. Does anybody know why they made it? Was it like just because the fans wanted it, or was there some other reason? Because it didn't
for a while
like
he's wanted to do it. He had a script, but then his heart attack came about, and he completely he switched it around because again he had a different perspective.
Interesting.
But Kevin's always had in his mind potentially doing a Clerks 3, and what's another one? I'm fucking patiently waiting for Mallrats 2.
Yeah, Mallrats 2 would be great as long as they don't do what they did with Clerks 3. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay, Lone Wolf with a $5 super chat. We're one away, guys. One away. $5 super chat. Lance, what did you think of that Gemini twist? Give me your opinion. Also, who do you think is the New York Ripper, Prater, or Dumb Rumor Bliss? Oh, which one? What is going on here?
I think it's Prater. And the Gemini twist was completely unexpected. I felt really stupid for not figuring that out because of the whole like the whole Gemini twin type of thing that you always hear. But the twist at the end of the episode is one of those that it brought back like the Arrowverse days of like I haven't seen a twist this good since the early Arrowverse days. Like, it made me like I was walking to my kitchen to get something, and then like I just hear Dexter narrating, and he was like, twins. So I turned around and I said, wait, dude definitely just died. I said, oh my god, like it made me stop and just like pause. One of the best twists in television, literally by far. Like the writing on this on this revival is
It's really good.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. Like it's amazing.
There's a lot this season that really reminds me of like the golden age Arrowverse stuff in terms of just like the weekly conversations that are happening, and there's these like secrets that are unveiled and like secrets that we don't know about yet that remind me of the old like who is Savitar, who is Zoom, who is Vigilante, who is Prometheus vibes. It's like, all right, who out of this cast could this secret Vigilante character be? So that's been a lot of fun.
I mean, they failed to keep that level of intrigue as the years went on.
Sure. I guess Vigilante was the really last big mystery that we had, and that one went on such a whimper. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it didn't help that, I'm never going to forget this. Mark Guggenheim was like, oh, yeah, this is a character you've seen before. Not only is it a character you saw for like 2 seconds in a flashback.
No one gave a shit.
But they recast the actor, so he looked completely different.
I actually think that was, I said this during that era, and I still stand by this.
It was a different person. Yeah.
Yeah, but not only that, but I think that entire storyline was to give Dinah something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had nothing for her at that point on the show.
Remember when they decided to slash her throat?
Yeah.
And then completely undo it when Crisis.
Right. Well, that was to save budget for a little bit, while they were doing the whole Laurel stuff. But also during that time, if you notice, I mean, Dinah had her prominent moments in season 6 whenever Vigilante was around, but especially after that, and whenever Laurel was becoming the more prominent of the two, especially in season 8. Despite having a backdoor pilot, Dinah had almost nothing to do.
Yeah.
Harrison came through with the 99-cent super chat to cap us off. So we have done 10 super chats tonight. We've reached our goal. Thank you guys so much. We will we'll do the poll at the end of the stream. We did have a comment here that I wanted to pull up from Cullen Prime. It says Mallrats 2 would be boring since malls are dead these days. In general, yes, but the mall closest to me and Omega knows this mall. Lynnhaven Mall, which is in Virginia Beach.
I've been there. Yeah.
It's still packed every single day. It's packed.
There.
Yeah.
I still think it's an aesthetic people like to watch though. Like even if people aren't really going out, like look at like Stranger Things.
They could make it Mallrats 2 a dead mall movie if they wanted.
I see it just kind of this lamented malls just dying out, and it's like, wow, remember back in the day when all this store was here? Oh, where's X and X store? It's like, oh yeah, that closed out 5 years ago. Yeah.
I've heard that like that's part of the plot line, Colin Prime, like that this is gonna be part of the reason why Mallrats 2 happens. Like, all right, malls aren't that much of a thing anymore. Now it's mostly outlets and stuff here and there. But that's the whole aspect you can do.
Oh, they can be like, hey, what happened to the mall 2 times down? Like, oh man, that got tore down. Just the square got tore down over here.
You can talk about the how that much is a very generational passing of torch generational thing for kids and whatnot. Like at malls, you would go and like meet up with buddies, and you would go to the comic book shop, or you would try to go get girls, or you'd go see a movie. I remember. I think a lot of us are part of the last generation that spent time at the mall.
Yeah.
Trying to do all those things. Like
I said, you know what I should do one day is what's today? Today's Monday. I lose track of days. Next weekend, I might go to the mall and live stream there, show you guys that this mall is still very busy. Matter of fact, there's a waiting list for stores to get into the mall. It's that busy.
I've got one active mall near me.
Yeah.
No, I was seeing I forgot if it was like Facebook. I think it was actually TikTok. For some reason, my TikTok is really local. But it was saying like the upper floor of Lynnhaven is like completely closed off.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, they took it down.
If your TikTok is really local, that might not be a good thing.
Well, but the thing about it is, I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, and we have one more like main topic we're going to go through pretty quickly. But I heard it's true that malls are actually making a comeback because people would rather socialize inside of a mall.
I hope so.
Than going out anywhere. So
that would be sweet, man.
Bring back arcades, Jesus.
I was talking with one of my friends about this because he's a high school teacher, and that during those early years in 2020s, people were like, especially those kids going through school, they were lacking in 2 years of social interactions, just and emotional maturity, those interactions that we all went through.
I think malls are good for social maturity, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like bringing those outlets back will hopefully, granted, like in this online age that we live in, I'm a little optimistic for saying this, but hopefully it will garner some of that stuff back and make people not just want to be, like sitting in the dark corners of their rooms typing away.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like even my parents, I'm 43. Like my parents, it's my mom's birthday. Y'all better say happy birthday to my mom.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Omega's mom.
Happy birthday to you,
No,
mom.
they don't even.
Felt that through the screen. I was like, I'm not going to even not do it. I'm definitely going to say it.
No, don't hurt me.
They were all saying like, most of my fans like, well, why you stay inside so much? Or like, why you just stay inside? Like every place I'm interested in is gone. Malls are no longer around. Arcades died out in like
the only places you can go, bars, and like yeah,
and I'm not
like what is it? Fuck the breweries, like where they have
yeah,
IPAs,
because
they
they
go
used
there.
to have like those little restaurants that were good for those hangouts that like you had to work around so that you weren't there at the same time as all the drunks, but they used to still be open 24 hours and post-COVID, and like hardly
you can't even go to Walmart 24 hours anymore. Like what the fuck?
No,
yeah, it's like every place I was interested is gone. So it's like, what else
my
is there
God,
for me out there particularly? I mean, yeah, there's gaming stores, but
Lance, I just saw what you posted. Oh my God, that thing about Ruby Rose that you just posted. I just saw that.
All right, so this is the last main topic, and then we're going to get into our list. And since we're already running kind of tight, what we might do is I might just let everybody go through their list instead of doing the round robin thing.
Kind of tight.
Pause on that one. Pause on that. All right, so the Snyder Bros seem to be losing their mind about this, so I wanted to talk about this because I think it's really interesting. So Henry Cavill, who doesn't typically post about politics or social issues, he's very much like it's not something he does, is actually very much like he loves to give to charities and organizations. That is something that he does, but he doesn't really talk about it. He just donates the money. There's an article where people involved with the charity have confirmed that he donated money, and we'll read the article here in a second. But it does seem like it's stirring up a lot of controversy because this is the guy that's attached to Snyder and the Snyderverse and these toxic fans or whatever. They're very mad about this. They're very upset that he donated this money. Let me read you guys just a bit of this article so that you can hear what they have to say.
It's his goddamn money.
Exactly.
Like it's not your
Go ahead, Darren. What are you going to say before I read the article? So
this should be ammunition for them. They should be here and be like, this is what Superman really is. He is someone that inspires. Let's bring him back.
This is like the opposite of Dean Cain. It's like the complete
I was about to
opposite.
say, this is what you should do.
See, Darren, that tells you then, and all the other people here that are
and I got some.
It tells you all the people that are hooked into this movement. That's all those quote unquote fans care about is the movement itself, not actually supporting who's in it.
They don't care about Henry Cavill or who he is as a person. They just want this very exact mindset of what they think this franchise is.
Yeah. So let me read the specific details of this. So the actor reportedly donated $2,001,001, and there's a reason for that. Apparently the $1 is something he does with his donations to always let people know him or whatever. For LGBTQ plus IA plus nonprofits working across the United States and Europe. The organizations include groups dedicated to mental health resources, anti-discrimination efforts, community empowerment, and adding a hotline for people to be able to call with mental health issues. Now, while Cavill hasn't issued a public statement, because he never does, they say here in this article he doesn't do that typically. Representatives from the groups have spoken out with their gratitude for the gift. The number that caught everyone's attention wasn't just the millions, it was the single solitary dollar sitting at the end, because the observers believe that $1, which he's done before, carries a deeply personal meaning, symbolizing one life, one voice, one moment. And the single dollar speaks volumes. It tells us that no individual is forgotten in this effort. And this is from the organizations that have received donations from him in the past, according to the reports. So, look, Superman doesn't wear a bulletproof vest and badges and kick people out of countries. He helps people, and that's what Henry Cavill is doing here. I think this is a big win. Anybody else have anything else to add to this? Or
This is not surprising me from the nerd. I'm gonna say it again, folks. He's a nerd. The dude knew about The Witcher inside out before he got cast in it. I will never forget him geeking out and be like, "Have you read the books? The books are amazing." And like
they kicked him out because he knew too much about the books and he was going against the writers.
And again, like I look at this and it's like, this is what you do when you're a nerd. And you take the lessons that a lot of these properties in nerdom teach us. And like, again, I've never met him. I am hoping for they just be able to just shake a hand and be like, "Hey, dude, regardless of what happened, you epitomize Superman. Christopher Reeve would be proud. I know Siegel and Schuster would be proud, and like I'm like kudos, man. And then I'd be like, yo, let's geek out about Warhammer.
I feel so disgusted at Hollywood and how they've treated this man in the zeitgeist. Like Superman aside, which like Superman is so heartbreaking for what happened there, and Witcher, and the Argyle situation, and like even recently with Voltron, like getting Voltron's a huge win, but that's a straight to streaming movie, and it's like it's very unfortunate because he does seem like one of the most genuine people in Hollywood right now. He gives such a shit. And like not to get on a soapbox, but I will just for a second. This is very much needed right now in the current state of the LGBTQ plus community. There are, on the other side of the fence, there are people that are trying to tear down the industries and these programs that have been trying to help the community for the last 20 to 50 years, if not longer. So I think that we need more of this kind of stuff to kind of contrast what's happening.
You mean you don't need Superman dressed up in an ice outfit? We don't need that. Is that it?
No.
Yeah, I remember I was watching something on TikTok or whatever because I finished my work early. I actually do work, but no. It was something how it was some comedian, basically it was talking about like right-wing comedians or something like that. And it was like, he was just like going down like this comedy club or something, and someone else was on stage like, well, I guess I got to make my trans jokes. Like, well, no, you don't. You've already, your guy is in office.
Right.
You've already taken away most of their rights. Why do you need to make more jokes about them?
Mark Maron was calling that out.
Mark Maron is goated. I saw he was on a podcast earlier today, and I was watching it. I was like, holy shit.
You've won. You're kicking a ladder down. Like, why?
I'm still glad they took Glow away from us. Just saying.
I just want to make my plea to Mr. Cavill. I play Eldar. Also, I play Tau and the Dark Eldar. We need to hook up and play. He'll never see this.
I would love if we could interview him one day and like just have a commentary about the secret level episode of Warhammer and be like, let's just talk about that for a second.
He is one of those people that has not let his immense recognition in Hollywood corrupt.
Yeah.
I actually think no shit. I think that with the right connection, you could probably get Henry Cavill to jump on a podcast with you.
Oh yeah,
most likely.
I hope, man. Listen, to quote, the first movie he popped up that I knew about, Man of Steel. That line, that this action is as American as it gets.
Yeah,
and like the fact that he's British should say a lot about us.
And the fact that he's never even going to talk about anything. He just donated the money and quietly sat back and was like, here's $2 million. $2,001.
Didn't brag about it, didn't go online or anything saying like, oh, I donated to this. He just
that's the thing.
It's like some other bullshit Superman.
Like he didn't make a big thing about it.
Yeah.
Also,
Dean Tanaka.
The first thing I saw him in, like prior to Man of Steel, I don't know if anybody remembers this. It's almost 20 years old at this point, but it was a movie called Stardust from the late 2000s.
I heard about yeah.
That's the first thing I saw him in back in the day. Also stars Charlie Cox.
Go watch.
I do remember that.
Go watch The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and go watch the Ministry of Ministry of Undead Warfare.
Yeah.
I've always said, and like Henry Cavill was always one of my pitches to want to do this as like one of the people. If I ever become famous or I ever get any kind of following, I want to make a podcast where I interview celebrities, but never address that they are a celebrity. So I would bring on him and it probably wouldn't be me. It'd be some a fan of it where it's like, you just talk about Warhammer. You don't address as Henry Cavill. You're not promoting some kind of movie. You just talk nerdy for like an hour and do the same with like Jack Black. Like, all right, let's talk about Minecraft.
There's somebody that does an interview with their back turned to the person. Have you seen this online?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
So like they literally interview the person backwards, so they never see them. They just talk to them with their back turned or whatever.
Okay, that's interesting.
Okay, I was confused at first when you said that.
I was like,
they're sitting like,
it's like, hey Omega, have you ever heard of Skies of Arcadia? I'm not looking at you. Have you ever heard of this?
Imagine I'm sitting here like this and celebrity walks in behind me and just literally sits behind me, and I do the whole interview like this. Like they're sitting in the background while I'm streaming, and I'm just kind of talking to them in the background. So.
Also, of the little I've read of the Human Target from Tom King's run, Jake, I think he would make a good Human Target, especially what I saw from Man from U.N.C.L.E. and the Ministry.
I think he would be a good Human Target. I mean, definitely the most recognizable one to play that. And it's funny how that's a character that only the diehards know. And he's been adapted 3 different times in live action.
So Lone Wolf with a $2 super chat. We're going to run through these before we get into our list here. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys in the chat are amazing. Laughing my fucking ass off with Dexter just going twins. Fuck me. So.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen any of this new show yet.
You have to do it. It's so good.
You have to do it because it's just so.
I love the original Dexter, and I watched the follow-up, but I haven't seen this one yet.
Actually, I regret not finishing the follow-up because the follow-up started off slow, and then from what I saw from like the previously on Dexter. Had me thinking it got good at the end it got good. I was shocked Darren
the
was
final episode's a bit but up until that it's really, really strong.
So by the way, Latin Shark here has been a member for 32 months. Thank you so much. If you are a channel member, don't forget you do get, I think it's 1 free super chat a month. Is that what it is with the
this would be a good one.
Yeah. Topic suggestion, top 5 video games original soundtracks.
I would have to go listen to them.
That'd be a good one. Darren's like, all right,
right now.
No, I can see Darren being
I can think of already that I would definitely put on my list for sure.
Darren goes in, he's like, all right, best Mario Party song.
I mean, I already know what Jake's probably would be.
You joke about Mario Party, but Mario Party
goes hard.
No, they do have great soundtracks.
I think Jake would like the Arkham soundtrack.
Was actually made by Yasunori Mitsuda, the same guy who did half of he did all of Xenogears and half of Xenogears.
Yeah. Killer Instinct.
Don't give them away yet because this might actually be one. So
people talk about
don't give them away yet. Thank you for the suggestion, Latin Shark.
One of the best games.
Oh yeah, especially those older GameCube soundtracks, man.
We got a $2 super chat from Lone Wolf. Thoughts on the rumor of Joel Carey as Harry Osborn?
I heard that.
I hope he gets more opportunities. I liked him as an actor, and I know he's a musician now as well. So, and I liked him in Free Guy.
Very good.
I mean, it's something I think I even brought this up on Party Nation, but I would like it if they, maybe went outside of the norm of having Peter Parker's friends be someone other than, Mary Jane, Harry Osborn, maybe Gwen Stacy to an extent,
like
which
Friendly
is why
Neighborhood did. Yeah,
that, but it's also why I loved Amazing Friends growing up, is because his friends were actually superheroes and they knew each other both in and out of costume, which was kind of a novelty back then, and I feel like that's kind of been lost in recent years. So it's having those other heroes in his world, if they're ones that he can relate to, I don't think that's a bad thing, because one of the main reasons why I loved the original Ultimate Spider-Man run is because Peter Parker and Johnny Storm, they knew each other in and out of costume or friends. It's give me that, man.
When Joseph and Tom are in a scene together, I'm gonna be like,
whoo! I'm calling it now, man. They have their whole thing where they have to have one Marvel hero in the Spider-Man. Johnny Storm is such a good pick for that. Spider-Man 5, have that be it would be great.
If my memory's not wrong, he didn't say flame on. So imagine if Johnny and Peter become friends, and Peter's the one who tells him "flame on, Johnny," and he'd be like "flame on," and it's just okay, that was
very
a gift
flash coded. Yeah.
Say that again.
Honestly though, I legitimately would not be shocked if that's what they do. If Secret Wars he meets the other Johnnies, they literally steal that right from the Flash. Michael B. Jordan says it. He's like,
if Chris Evans comes back only for that.
The toy in the movie says it, so never mind. The toy.
I wouldn't want him to meet Michael B. Jordan's because, Michael B. Jordan is literally on fire all the time. He just turns on a switch to unextinguish himself. I don't want him to meet that guy.
All right, so let him come back.
No, he doesn't even say flame on either.
Let him.
And my thing is, again, Josh Trank, that's kind of racist. You have the black guy be set on fire all the time, and he can only control it by a little switch. That's racist.
I thought I was going to say.
Hey, and you know what, Lance? That's kind of funny because that came after his movie about a character who dresses in all black failed. Because he tried to get a Venom movie off the ground and that didn't happen.
All right, so we got a $2 super chat from Naruto. So still going to watch One Piece season 2 first look. We'll watch it straight through and we can give commentary at the end if we want, because this is definitely going to get pulled. Netflix loves to pull stuff, so this will not be here on playback almost certainly. But you super chatted, so we're going to go ahead and do it. And
I'm about to hop out. so I can get up in the morning.
Are you actually
Okay.
gonna hop away or?
I would, but I'd have to turn my camera off first.
Oh, okay.
I have to go to IHOP.
All right.
All
Anyway.
I'm gonna say.
Okay. So let's go ahead. We're gonna watch this. See you later, Lance.
See you,
Bye, buddy.
Lance.
Bye.
Anyway,
All right.
that guy's gone.
There we go. Let's do it.
Everything I've done. Everywhere I go. It's for the One Piece.
What is that?
It always looks really good.
Yeah. I love the stunt work on this show.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, that's straight out of the anime.
Yeah.
Is that the
Oh.
kid from the Shazam movies?
No.
No, it looked like him.
Oh, is there more? Hold on. So there might be more.
Okay.
Wait.
Am I
Yeah.
gonna have
Wait,
to watch
wait,
this? This looks great.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone notice how that said season 2 first look, and that thing ended by saying season 3 is already happening?
Yeah.
I
I think
I-
Netflix is very happy with this franchise.
Yes.
Honestly.
very.
And we also got confirmed, not the actor, but there's a character that's probably going to be like a cliffhanger for the end, which I'm really looking forward to his character because he's like on fire, literally.
Oh my god! I'm reading the chat now. Are there people mad about something in One Piece season 2 already?
Probably.
They don't like they don't like the design of oh my gosh, why am I blanking on his name? He's the reindeer.
Oh, yes,
Chopper.
yes, he's a
Oh,
fan
Chopper.
favorite character.
I've
Chopper,
also seen
Chopper.
as someone who hasn't seen the anime or hasn't seen enough of the anime, I should say, to haven't got to this character. There is a character that has been cast differently than how they look in the anime. And that people are upset about, as people do, as people
Yep.
freak out about that.
He
Kind of
says
stuff.
complaining about the Vivi
Other
actress.
news.
Yeah.
So,
Other news, Darren. Water wet.
Water wet. Yeah.
Who's the Vivi that I'm not familiar with that character?
Let me look this up.
She's a
Hold on.
princess, basically.
Oh,
let
Mega,
me see.
like,
Hold on.
nice Mega Man shirt.
Oh yeah, I had this thing for literal years. Like this is older than my nephew, who's like
Nice.
20. Who's like in his 20s.
Jeez. God,
And
now
I think I got the,
I just want
I
to
got
get
this,
back
like-
with the Mega Man X Games again.
like a hot topic in the old malls that we were talking about.
All right. So
What's a
here's,
mall?
here's the controversy. Logged in, saw people complaining that Vivi is not paper white in the live action One Piece.
Oh my god!
Realized this
Eat
meant the
my
season 2
ass.
trailer dropped. Went to watch said trailer, and we have returned a happy lesbian. Have returned a happy lesbian nerd. Vivi is gorgeous, and Robin is gorgeous, and Nami is always gorgeous. So that's what's
Yeah.
going on.
You know Ben Shapiro's gonna hate this.
Also,
What
isn't
is
Joe
it?
Manganiello supposed to be part of One Piece?
Is he?
I thought he was casted.
Yeah.
Who?
Okay.
Joe Manganiello,
Oh.
Deathstroke.
Hey, Eric, can you get
Uh,
the text off me?
I know
just-
there's
just
a,
movie
I was
here.
about to, yeah, I was about to
I
say, Zena Cross was saying in the chat, like they're sad. People are happy that Vivi's black, even though, the creator himself is on. If not, he's on.
Well, that's
set,
that's
he's
the
like,
thing. That anytime somebody has these kinds
he's
of
right
arguments,
there, like making.
if you're arguing this, then the creator is responsible. They're the ones there on
yeah.
set.
right
When
there.
they're deeply connected to something
Mhm.
and they're working with that show or that cartoon or whatever, and they sign off on these changes,
he has
then
veto rights
as
on
a
everything.
fan, you have to accept that they are doing what they want to do with their characters.
Yeah, like when remember back when the Ghost in the Shell movie came out, because I'm a huge Ghost in the
Yeah.
Shell fan, so I went to go see that,
Yeah.
and people were mad like, "Oh, why is Scarlett Johansson playing this Japanese woman?" And when I was in that group too, until the creators themselves said it's an American movie. We expected y'all to put an American actress in it. We're fine with this.
Until she came out with her statement, which then was a controversial statement. Which she
I
kind of
don't think I heard that. I don't think I heard that one.
It was just her being like, "I'm an actor. I can play whoever I want in Hollywood," and it's
play
like
a tree or something like that.
Yeah, it's like,
okay, that's a bit kind of.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but there are limits.
And again, that was Scarlett.
Oh, gotcha.
And listen, I saw.
But still, it's kind of like as soon as the creator of the source material says, "I'm okay with this," I shut up.
Yeah, just leave it be.
I could leave it be, but then I saw that movie at an early screening incomplete. I think I can say that now. And I looked at it and I was like, well, this is just a Scarlett Johansson generic movie, even though I had seen
movie in the world of this like thing or whatever, you know what I mean?
I already watched Black Widow.
And then I had gone and seen the anime again. I'm like, the anime is fucking Gone with the Wind or Citizen King compared to this movie.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I still liked it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite fan castings right now for One Piece season 2 is Xolo.
Yeah, Xolo looks really good.
All right, so this is in reference to Happy Gilmore. I don't care if everybody knows, or I don't know if anybody cares about spoilers or whatever.
Not particularly.
$5 super chat from Naruto. I can't believe they brought back Julie Bowen's character just to have her die in a freak golfing accident at the hands of Happy Gilmore. That's just one of the many issues that I have with the movie. Like,
I barely saw the first one.
Bad decisions.
The first one.
But look, Adam Sandler is making that big cheese from Netflix for putting these movies out, and apparently they're doing well because Netflix is getting a lot of views on them. More power to them. It's not for me, but it's for somebody. And
Adam Sandler
that person is.
Everyone.
Yeah, whoever that is,
Adam
more
Sandler
power to
movies,
them.
But a lot of people don't, which I get.
Look, I there's movies that I loved when I was younger that I watched later, and I'm like, I don't really like these movies anymore. Adam Sandler's movies, and even to some degree, is there anybody, before I say the name, is there another actor that you think there's a lot of movies that was like a product of its time in the 90s or whatever, and it didn't age very well?
The one I can think of is Rob Schneider, and even then, like, I like a couple of his movies here and there, but I'm like, those are very much 90s
movies.
I will say Jim Carrey too.
That 3Dub, both of you guys hit actors right, but 3Dub is the one for me. Jim Carrey only works in that era. He doesn't really work in anything other than Sonic.
Didn't even work in that era.
I'll say another one.
And I'm a huge fan of him.
And that only worked, and it depends on how well you want to say worked, but only in this time period. Richard Pryor. That's another.
Oh yeah. Well,
yes,
I mean, like for me, it's just the movies themselves. Like if you go back and you watch them, they just don't make sense. Like making movies like that now, those actors only really worked like doing those movies at that time, in my opinion. But
Will Ferrell is another one.
Yeah, Will Ferrell has a hard time with newer movies, I think.
And I think also, unless you could do it in a period piece where, like, if people say a certain thing, it's like that's very much a thing from that era. Like, and like it's like I'll never forget it when I had heard finally the rumbling people I had about Django Unchained. Is like, why are people using the F word a lot, the N word a lot? And it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like
it's based in slavery.
Right,
America, like
history with an H, like it's right there, like it's.
I'd even argue in some ways, like Tom Cruise is kind of a remnant of that old Hollywood a little bit.
I actually think we're seeing sort of that happen now in real time with a lot of his things. I think, what was it? The most recent movie he did was it F1? Was that it?
No, Tom Cruise. No, he was Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Why was I thinking F1? Mission Impossible. Yeah, that one struggled at the box office as well. Like they're just he's not the bankable star he was before.
Yeah, the action star era is kind of like Top Gun Maverick was a fluke.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Like, Top Gun Maverick was nostalgia gooner stuff. Yeah. Like that's what that was. It was a good movie, but the initial like getting people into the theaters, it was literally like nostalgia gooning.
It was like just the right luck at just the right time.
Yep.
With the
See you later, Reed.
Combination, which like they're working on Top Gun 3, and I don't think that's going to do the same. I don't think that's either one going to hit the same nor have that resurgence that happened with that first.
No, I don't think so either. I think it'll do okay, but I don't think it'll do as big as
the other without like Val Kilmer around.
Yeah, and I think he can still pull off a good performance. It's just the writing and all that has to hit. Like spades, man. Like Maverick, I didn't expect him to do what he did in that movie, and I was like, good, Tom, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, he can do that. Like, I mean, go back and watch The Last Samurai. Go watch and watch War of the Worlds. Look at what he's doing that, and it's not just a superstar.
Oh, you mean Ice Cube War of the Worlds? I'm kidding.
No, War of the Worlds.
Don't watch if you want to. Like, the best part of that movie is the videos on YouTube about it. Like that's the best part of that movie is the people that actually sat through that fucking movie and watched it.
What the hell, Darren? What was that?
Oh my god.
Mustache.
This must be for Lance. Lone Wolf will remind me about this next time Lance is in. I'll tell him to do this because this was definitely for Lance. He jumped out before we got to the super chat. I do apologize. Thank you for the super chat. I'll make him do it for the $2.
I like Bullet Train.
Don't make him do it.
He will if I tell him. I'll be like, you got to do it. You gotta do
So
it. Darren can do it. He wants Darren to do it.
the Bullet Train and
Surprise, motherfucker.
there you go. I always forget this fucking title. The one he was in with George Clooney like a year and a half ago.
Wolf?
Wolves, yeah. It's like I mean, granted, it probably didn't help that they didn't tell you what the characters' names were. So I literally just saw this as like, oh, another Brad Pitt, George Clooney movie. And I hate to say this because I do love George Clooney, but he's kind of falling into that too.
Okay, so Lance's name is on here. We'll just ignore it when it pops up. But this is our Wheel of Doom. Basically, this wheel will spin, and that will be who gets to tell their list in order of the wheel. So,
okay.
Yeah, so you'll do your top 5 when your name gets called. So that's how we're going to get through this because it's already 2 hours and 8 minutes. And if we do a round robin, we will be here for literally another hour.
Another hour, yeah.
So we're going to go through and do it this way. Chat, as we're doing this, you can tell us if our list is good, if our list is bad, and drop your top 5 as well. The criteria for this is cartoons that aired between 2000 and 2009. Now, it doesn't mean they had to come out in 2000. It doesn't mean they were confined to that era. It just means they had to be on TV between 2000 and 2009.
So it could have came out all the way in the 80s and still been airing in 2000.
If it was still airing, that's part of the criteria. All right. So let's spin the wheel. Who do you think's name is chat? Whose name is going to get first? Whose name's going to go first? I think it's going to be Lance because Lance is gone. I don't know.
Omega. I don't know why, but
Xana, anything counts that's considered a cartoon. Anime would count to that as well, just not movies.
Oh, shit, we're counting anime? Yeah,
you knew animes. Here we go.
Oh man.
All right, high choice. All right, I couldn't have picked it. Like I should have bet on that one. I should have been like, I bet y'all $5. All right, here we go. Jaybird, as long as it was on the air between 2000 and 2009, it doesn't matter if it was like a renaissance of something. It just had to be on a TV show or a network airing at that time. Basically, you couldn't watch it on Blu-ray or DVD. It had to be on TV at that time.
Oh, on TV. Okay.
Yeah. Or streaming service if they're like if there's a show that came out that would have been on like a early streaming service. All right. There we go.
Oh,
that is double.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Talk
All
about
right.
both guesses getting this.
All right. So
yeah, we should have put money on that. Let's all go buy lottery tickets.
So all right. So did you not have any options, Omega, or did you have some?
Oh no, I pulled some out. It's mostly like the cartoons.
So the way we do it, because I don't know if you've only done this before or not, you can give your list in any order or no order at all, and then when you do it, just give a small explanation for why it's on your list.
Okay.
Are we doing 5 or 3?
I'll leave it up to you guys. What do we want to do? 3 or 5?
I made one for 5. So
I have 5 as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do 5 then. We'll do 5. Everybody wants to do 5.
Cool.
Got it. Yes, Harrison. If it goes past 2009, it counts. It just has to be on air for that era. So.
No particular order. I have Teen Titans.
Ooh.
Good.
Go.
Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
2010. Come on.
Oh no, go. Just Teen Titans. Stop. The Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Love that show. Justice League.
Oh god.
Monsters Home for Imaginary Kids.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Let's see it. 1, 2, 3. Oh shoot! I actually have 7 up here. Damn.
Well, you can do audible.
I just go to total. Yeah. Kids Next Door.
Okay.
Honorable mentions, Clone Wars. I probably should put that higher, but and Misadventures of Flapjack. I know that show ain't for everyone, but
oh my god, I remember that. Oh man,
it ain't for everyone, but I loved it.
Yeah,
my list.
That's your whole list.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
That
was a quick one. All right, so let's go through here. Who's gonna anything that's gonna be? Anybody want to take bets on who's next?
I'm betting Ronan.
Right, Darren.
Ooh.
We got a Darren. We got a Ronan. Let's
I'm gonna
go.
go Jake.
Okay. Not me. Not me. I don't. I don't want to go next. I don't want to go next. I was wanting to go somewhere in the middle. Okay.
There's one I'm very scared of that's going to get taken.
Me too.
All right, so I'm going to say Justice League Unlimited.
Okay.
That was
I knew that loophole was going to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, I thought about it. I'm glad I didn't.
This is one that's kind of off the beaten path, right? I don't know if people like this one. It's a very unique type of humor, and that's Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Oh God,
good show.
Yeah, haven't heard that.
It's just a weird show that I really enjoyed. It was like a courtroom drama. I don't know if people watched it or not, but
a courtroom drama.
All right, yeah, a loose courtroom drama or whatever. This one is an Adult Swim show.
Mm-hmm.
And it aired from 2001 to 2004, and that is Samurai Jack. Does anybody remember Samurai Jack?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my
I
favorites.
need to see that still.
All right. Now, the next one is one that fell off, but in its heyday, it was peak, and it ran for 15 years, starting in 2000. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That was one of my favorite cartoons.
Man, those shows got me through. Those DVDs got me through some hard times, like in the early, around 2010. Man.
Okay, and I think was that 4? I think that was 4. Okay, so my number 5 is. I know people are going to be disappointed, but I'm glad I came in this spot because this would technically be my number 1.
Okay.
And it ended in 2001, so it just barely got into the 2000s. And it is Batman Beyond.
Okay.
That one ticked over into 2001. Started in 99 and ticked over to 2001. So those are my 5. I hope I didn't take too many choices from anybody. But
yes, you did.
So as soon as Omega said Justice League, I put Batman Beyond on that spot, and you had to go and you had to go ahead and do that.
All right. Here we go. Next one. We got 4 left. Anybody gonna bet who's it gonna be?
Darren Ronan again.
All right.
Say Ronan.
3W.
Oh damn, dude.
Oh, yeah. 3W is next. All right.
Finally, I was worried because I have one that I really wanted to say.
All right, so get all the bad ones out of the way now.
So my first one is number 1, and that is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Nice.
Damn it.
Darren, I was gonna save that for you. I was being nice.
I'm actually listening to their
hate crime against Darren. That is a hate crime.
I'm actually listening to their podcast where Donnie Bosco and Jane Varney does. They have a podcast I'm listening to that. So I'm.
All right.
So number 2 is Danny Phantom.
Okay, that's a good
I never
one.
got into that show. It's good, but I never got into it.
Number 3 is Jimmy Neutron.
Okay.
Fine.
That's a good one.
Number 4 is Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Oh.
And the whole franchise. I like Super Even.
So he's claiming them all, everybody. If you got Dragon Ball anywhere, any of the versions on it, he's claiming them all.
Yeah, okay, he said Dragon Ball.
Number 5 is What's New, Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Okay.
You know, I was never that much into Scooby-Doo, but that show was all right.
All right, we're down to the last 3 names here. I don't know who's going to be last, but we're getting close. Let's see. Spin the wheel.
Darren.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
33 and a third chance of winning.
All right.
No, it's 50-50.
You have a 33 and a 2/3 chance of winning. God, I love that.
I'm a genetic freak.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
All
right, I guess I'd use one of my backup ones because I can't say Avatar, which is arguably one of the greatest shows that's ever been made in the history.
I left my list on purpose because I felt like you were probably going to say it because you talked about it all the time.
What I did. I'm nice.
I knew someone was going to. My goodness.
That was mostly kids, kids cartoons, but yeah, go ahead.
I mean, of course, I had to do the Ben 10, which is one of my favorites.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, I was waiting. I was like, "You're gonna pick Ben 10."
Ainsley just woke up right now. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull a 3W and just say the whole franchise.
Oh, all right.
So Ben 10, Phineas and Ferb came out 2005. That's another one of my childhood picks that recently came back, which has been very fun to have that back. Really. Kind of created what my sense of humor is now, so I love that show. Jake, please forgive me. Wolverine and the X-Men, 2009. I'm not sure if you had that on yours or not. I figured you may have. Listen, maybe I wouldn't have if 3Dubs didn't choose one of mine.
Oh.
I'm gonna throw out
he's throwing 3Dub under the bus on that one. He's like, it's 3Dub's fault.
I'm gonna throw out some Kim Possible, some early.
Oh, that's got an epic intro song. Kim Possible.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then Bakugan Battle Brawlers was another show I grew up on quite a lot as a kid.
All right. So now we're at the final two. So this spin will determine the next order. So we will get to see who gets to go next. Jake could possibly be dead last year and have to like change his entire list here. Or Jake could
be Ronan.
Jake could be very lucky and then like pushes Ronan behind the finish line right as they're getting to the end.
Yeah. When have I ever been lucky on
my votes? Yeah.
When have I ever been lucky on these?
You do get the short end of the stick a lot.
All right, here we go.
God, I'm having a seizure with all the fucking colors.
There it is.
Oh.
Alrighty, Jake.
You complained about being lucky, and Karma was like, "We're gonna throw you a bone." Here, so.
So is that what I have to do? Do I have to just bitch about it more? Is that what the key is?
I wonder who it's gonna be.
Imagine it just ends on that thin yellow ass line down there.
All right.
Oh man.
Go for it, Jake.
All right. So the first one I've got here. This one actually started in the 90s and ran all the way into the early 2010s, and that's Futurama.
Nice.
Still going, technically.
Yeah, technically still going.
Yes, Staggermore.
This one was my last sub-in for a comic show. I was like, okay, no one's probably going to pick this one. I got very lucky because of the time frame. Started late 90s, ended in like 2001. Underrated show, Spider-Man Unlimited. I liked that show a lot.
Oh, okay.
Basically, their attempt at Batman Beyond with Spider-Man. And then next one, I'm really glad this one didn't get taken. I have Invader Zim. Love that cartoon bits. Then number 4 started in the 90s, ended in 2003. I have Dexter's Lab.
Oh, I love Dexter's Lab.
Yeah. And then this one is going to be like such a out of left field one for me. But this one, I actually, if there was any that I might take from Ronan, it might be this one. Forgive me if that's the case, just because this just seems like something that'd be up your alley. Started in 2000, went on for 5 seasons. I have the Jackie Chan Adventures.
No, you can have it.
Okay. I love that series to bits. I mean, I watched a lot of his martial arts movies growing up, so those were formative movies for me. And that cartoon, as a result, I was watching along the same time. So yeah, those are mine. I'm amazed I still had a list when all said and done.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This wheel's going to be very, very dangerous. You might use it in the future for other stuff. So, all right. We come to the end of the list here with Ronan, and then we're going to look at our poll to see what the next option is going to be, and then I'll talk a little bit more about what we're doing with the remaining bonuses. So go ahead, Ronan, give us your list.
So a lot of y'all took a lot of my choices. But I think I skewed with one. I think I can make the argument for it, and then a couple. I'm going to start with an anime.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Cowboy Bebop. That is
I was thinking about it, but I left it off.
Foundational. It's still like, I mean, whenever I say goodbye to these guys, whenever on a call, I always say, Sea Space Cowboys. Like that is part of my vernacular.
Darren's like, oh, that's where it's from.
But that's where it came from.
Yeah.
I thought that was your own thing, man.
No. That is.
I respect you less now.
Oh wow!
Omega said Clone Wars. I'm gonna go with the Clone Wars.
Oh,
There was a Game Tarkovsky one.
Oh, did you get the yeah?
Which I also love.
The 3D one, yeah.
Yes, but I'm gonna go with the 3D one because that is also, I think, one of the I think it was the last thing George Lucas worked on, and I think it helped a lot with his prequel trilogy, and I think it let the foundation of like the Star Wars it could be more than just the Skywalker. It could be more than just those 3 movies or those 6 movies at the time. You could do so much with Star Wars, and that opened up the canvas, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with those 2 right now, and then I'm gonna choose Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah,
It was a big part of my childhood growing up, and especially when they had that crossover with Neutron. Ooh, man, that was like dropping acid as a kid. And I'm gonna go with someone that everybody it's probably still on if I'm not mistaken, but I'm gonna go with SpongeBob.
Oh,
I was joking.
I listen. Whenever I'm down or whatever, that is one of the few things that can pick me up like that. I just turn on some of those early episodes.
Yeah, early SpongeBob.
They still have the juice, man. Like
a lot of these, like South Park, Family Guy, SpongeBob. It's like the early ones are better than the later ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. Current South Park's pretty good, but go ahead.
Yeah. I don't really have any more other. I had put a list down. I'm like, y'all, what's going on?
Omega took 2 of mine right out the gate.
I know. I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose the. I won't say the 5th one, but I'll just mention the honorable mention that to echo Eric's Samurai Jack is, I think, a piece of art.
Oh
that should be taught, preserved as much time, and especially this last season. My God, that was so good. And to echo, just
it holds up too. Like if people haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It holds up. It's great. Yeah.
Just Living Unlimited is the reason why I became a huge DC fan and not just a Batman fan. Like that opened up the canvas to everything. And like,
Dante says nobody's saying Ed, Ed, and Eddie is criminal. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh man, I forgot about Ed and Eddie. That's another great series.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
I know, man. God damn.
Yeah, those were a big parts of my childhood, and like there's still shows that still hold up. In my opinion, they rival anything new.
I would say in an odd way, like those 2000s cartoons, even though we're like almost like 15, 20 years away from some of them, they've held up very well over time.
Yeah,
most of them have. Whereas I think like 80s and 90s cartoons didn't hold up quite as well. They're still good. I just don't think they held up as well.
I think some of them still have.
Okay.
Yes,
you know what? One of our lists is going to be, in the options is going to be what cartoons over the years have held up, like what pre-2000 cartoons have held up. That'll be one of our lists there. We got a few people dropping some of their lists in the chat. Just give a little shout out here. Fetman here says number 1, Avatar: Last Airbender, Clone Wars.
So glad I picked that one.
Just rubbing salt in the wound. TMNT 2003, Robot Chicken is great. Boondocks. Ooh.
Oh God, Boondocks.
Boondocks. All right.
I will never forget hearing the first like dark joke, in my opinion, of that time. It was just like, Grandpa, can you take me to the R. Kelly trial? He's like, hell no. And I was like, what the hell?
Oh, man.
I'm gonna shout out to Samurai Champloo. I love that as well.
I need to watch that. That's the one.
The soundtrack for that is fucking amazing. Jeffrey here says Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Justice League, I guess the regular one or Unlimited, or X-Men Evolution.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing X-Men Evolution, but I was like, there were just ones that I liked better.
I was gonna leave the X-Men stuff to Jake because I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
Darren.
Shout out to 3Dub here. What we do? The theme song was special.
I'm kidding. If there was one X-Men show I was going to pick, it was going to be Wolverine and the X-Men. But shout out to X-Men Evolution.
Batman's another great pick.
In all seriousness, shout out to X-Men Evolution. I had my doubts about it at first.
Yeah.
Coming off of the 90s series, I was like, man, what the hell is this? Like, this does not look right. And I didn't watch it until about 2006. But afterwards, I was like, okay, this is pretty solid.
I didn't watch it until like 2020.
Fair enough. Hey, you know what, Omega? You had a lot of time.
I think that was actually a great time to watch it because I think that's going to be a lot of if not inspired by, I think we're gonna get a very similar.
Yeah, because I was like, this is based off the wrong X-Men movies. Like, why is Wolverine here at this point?
Yeah,
I was like, oh man, it's like it's just not my X-Men. So I was like,
I want to give a shout out here to Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man over here.
Isn't that after?
No, that was in 2008.
Was it?
How did I forget about that?
I should have done it.
Oh my god, how did I forget about that?
I thought it was like 2012 or some shit.
No.
It's right up here.
Right up on his shelf. Look, that's crazy.
Right up here. On my
Crazy,
shelf.
man.
Oops, I can't really show it.
How do you have it on your shelf and you literally forgot about it? Like that's.
It started and ended in the 2000s.
Yeah. The Spider-Man, the complete series, Ben 10, the whole set, Avatar and Korra, the whole set, all right there.
Wait, so you could have said Legend of Korra instead of Avatar?
No, that came out later.
It was like 2011, 2012.
He's reminiscing here on the 90s X-Men.
Yeah. Hey, I'll do that all day.
Let's see here. Venture Brothers, yeah.
I feel bad now for forgetting Spectacular.
I thought it was later for some reason.
Lone Wolf coming through with their list here, $5 super chat. Thank you for the support tonight, Lone Wolf. Yu Yu Hakusho, Code Gaze, Death Note, Gias. I can never pronounce that. Death Note.
Either.
Did anybody watch the live action Death Note thing that came out on?
I heard it was
I refrained from watching live action.
Okay.
You mean the movie like 10 years ago?
Yeah, whenever that one came
that
out.
was bad. That was bad.
X-Men Evolution and Gundam Wing.
Gundam! Oh man, that's a pull.
Yeah, Gundam Wing was great.
Chris says, I didn't watch Wolverine X-Men until 2020, 21. I think it's on Disney Plus right now, isn't it? You can watch it on Disney Plus.
It's like 20 episodes long and it's done. It's so short.
Yeah, I mean, but it's great for what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only 20 episodes? Really?
Yeah, it's like one season. It was canceled.
I didn't even realize that.
Great.
I felt like in my mind, it felt like it went on longer than that. I don't know why.
I mean, a while ago, Darren and I, and when I say a while, like over a year, we were talking to one of the creators behind it and just hearing what some of their plans were, and it was the same person who had a heavy influence in things like Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, same person who worked on those, and just hearing all the stuff that they would have done was awesome.
Which thing won last week? My list didn't update. Or Thursday.
What was it? The games?
Was it the Arrow episodes?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was our top 5 Arrow episodes, which
worst or best? Was it worst or best?
Best.
It was best. Me and Darren might fight a little bit on that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go through and look at all the episodes and see which
Yeah. We're probably gonna have a lot of doubles, but that's fine because we're gonna do the round robin and people will have to think about it, I guess. So everything won't get stolen all at one time.
What round?
I'll just watch that one and be like, oh yeah, sure.
I mean, just watch all 8 seasons in 3 days. You got it.
Okay, well, we might not do that one next. We'll see. Let's see what we got tonight. All right, we're gonna look at the list.
Ronan. It's fine.
See what we got here. We're gonna end the poll. What did you guys choose for us this time? And then I'm gonna explain what we're gonna be doing with a lot of these remaining bonuses. I mentioned it earlier, so
yeah, we got exclusive access to that.
Yeah, the winner of tonight's poll is top 5 best video game bosses.
Bosses? Okay.
Yeah. However,
Aaron, are you okay?
The second one is funny to me. So, as an act of kindness, because you guys were very generous tonight, we almost doubled our super chats. We got 19, and we only needed 10. So, you guys were so generous. We're going to do the second one as well.
Okay.
Which is best cartoons with animals as the main characters.
Okay, that one's fun too. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll have to think a little bit more with that one. So we're going to do both of those.
You know what? I'm going to give the most silliest answer for this video game bosses. I'm going to...
well, don't spoil it yet.
Nope.
So the cartoons with animals can be
I feel like it's going to be one of the Ben 10 bosses, isn't it,
so
Darren?
Cartoons...
All Ben 10 villains.
Cartoons with animals can be anything. So TV shows, movies, webtoons, whatever you want to do. It's not... There's no restriction on that.
Animals have to be the main character.
It just be. Well, I mean, everybody should be animals. Like they're all the main characters should be animals. So it doesn't matter if humans are in it, but the main characters have to be animorphic or animal.
And it's no year specific anything.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Can't wait to talk about Lion King again. So
You better hope that somebody doesn't fuck with you first and pick that before
well, to Darren's credit, there's like 4 loopholes if he still wants to talk about it.
yeah. I mean, also video game bosses. I could also do Lion King.
Yeah, that was a tough video game.
Courage the Cowardly Dog was so good.
Yeah.
So
I
good.
love Courage.
I think. Oh, look. Some experiment is going to happen. I was talking earlier about this, and I've mentioned last couple of weeks. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a weekend stream. It won't be this weekend, but I think it's going to be the next weekend, and we'll see what everybody's schedule is. We're going to do a stream in the afternoon, and we're going to go over as many of these remaining bonuses as possible. So I think there's like maybe 8 to 10 that are left that we haven't done. Yeah. So we're going to do as many as we can. And what we'll do is I'll schedule that out sometime this week. So it'll be up and ready for people.
I will be there if it's next weekend. I'm going on a trip.
I don't know which weekend it's going to be yet. I haven't made up my mind. It's not going to be this upcoming weekend for sure. But send in the Powerpuff Girls. Oh, so
Another great series.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'll let everybody know, but because we have a backup of goals and we're trying to knock them out, but like one a week isn't going to do it, so we're going to have to do something special for that. We got a $2 super chat from Lone Wolf. I asked Boba Kristen Ritter as Zatanna, yay or nay. I don't know if I want to see her as a DC character. And I think she's coming back as Jessica Jones too, isn't she? Yeah, isn't Zatanna supposed to be like a 20s, like a young 20s
like
character?
in her almost 40s, isn't she?
I saw somebody fan cast.
Are we being ageist? Maybe we shouldn't be ageist. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Yeah.
I can't remember this actress's name, but the girl who played Veronica on Riverdale, I saw a bunch of people fan casting her.
Oh, I don't remember her name, but yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. I also think they might be a little too old at this point.
I don't know her age, but
Jose said it's top 5 worst Arrow episodes. Was that the one from last week, or was that a previous one?
So it wasn't worst. We had said best.
I'm pretty sure it's best.
That was the one from last week, yes. And
although worst might be easier. To be honest.
Well, Darren, there's only so many episodes.
I actually think worse would be more like we would say the same ones more often than not.
The entire season 4.
There's only so many episodes in a 4th season.
So Dante says Poll was worst Arrowverse.
That's not the option that I put in there.
But I'm saying, is that the one that won? So look, here's what we'll do. We'll do both of them because I don't know which one it was, but what we'll do is we'll do both of them. That makes it easier. Like we can do it that way. That makes more sense. So
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Best and worst Arrow episodes.
Top 5 best and worst. Yeah, we'll just do both. We'll do both of them. I mean, everybody's look. I get so much like support from people in the chat that donate with super chats and stuff like that. I don't mind throwing another one in because they're amazing and they support the show. So if they want to do best and worst, we'll do both of them.
Yeah. So. And I looked it up, just FYI. She is 30. So like again, not saying that's old, but if you're going for like a younger cast.
Who's 30?
Veronica.
Madeline Hirsch.
Yeah,
she plays.
That's not Veronica. That's the redhead. I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's who they were fan casting, right? As Jean Grey.
Oh, I'm talking about Zatanna.
No, I was talking about Zatanna.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that's not Madeline. That's
I
think Camilla.
So
well, like I saw that today. Like everyone was saying, like Cheryl should play Jean Grey.
No, I saw her. The fan cast I can think of when she is involved is before the Batwoman show came out, and like
Poison Ivy.
We were getting that like Arrowverse Batwoman crossover. People were saying she should have been Kate Kane. I'm like, no.
I just want to mention. Chris, we're just gonna do both because you guys are so awesome. You come in, you support the show. Right now, we still have over 90 people watching. And we're coming to the end of the stream. You guys are always here supporting, doing member chats, super chats, becoming channel members, just being active in the chat. So we're just going to go ahead and not throw that other one in as a bonus. We won't even worry about doing a poll for it. I just want to you guys, you deserve to get like what you want, really. So we're going to do both of them.
For that portion of the bonus stream, I'll wear my Arrow shirt and hat.
Okay, that's fine. Jaybird said, I feel like both James Gunn, DC, and Marvel are looking for younger, lesser known. Yeah, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheaper to do that. I know that sucks for them because they're up and coming, but so it works like this in a lot of industries, especially gig industries. You sacrifice pay for possibility of working and doing other things.
Right.
So you'll take something for a lesser amount with the hope that means something later, makes you more money later on.
I think Kevin Conroy said it best. Like, the industry is just getting polluted with, things to where it's all about star power now. And like back then, whenever they casted him as Batman, they were willing to look at an actor that nobody had ever heard of, but who had the right instinct for the role. And a lot of times, that's the kind of chance that wouldn't happen now. Also,
they got Rihanna for Smurfs.
Also, now I love that.
Also, like it feels like it's a like benefit for the actor too, because he could break out in that role and be get more gigs and jobs and stuff because of that.
We're seeing that now with like like you said, a lot of those younger shows. Like Percy Jackson, I think, is a great one. Like I think Walker was a big one where it's like no one knew Walker before that Ryan Reynolds movie that had come out, and now he's booked Percy Jackson. He's doing movies. Like he's becoming very popular within the space. So
I just want to let everybody know that Smurfs releases on digital on August 12th.
Let's go.
Speaking of the young generation getting gigs, James Gunn, I've been singing now. Whenever you're ready for Kyle Rayner, just give me a trainer and I'll suit
Hey, Vernon,
but we said younger.
Right here.
Oh yeah, so I got these. This is like a rapid round of stuff here. I just want to point this out. Arizona iced tea is getting ready to increase its price for anybody that loves Arizona iced tea.
Oh boy!
Because the cost of aluminum. So there we go.
Also, another one is Crunchyroll is partnering with Delta Airlines to.
We mentioned that before you got here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, this is a big win for me because I literally stopped going to this restaurant. I'm going to show it here in a second. I stopped going to this restaurant specifically because of this issue, and now they've corrected the issue, so they have earned my business back again. And that is KFC. They're bringing back potato wedges. And
I saw that. They're like, here, damn.
I honestly I used to go to KFC specifically because their combo meal came with like potato wedges, and these are better than fries. These are literally so. There's two types of fries that are good. There's Fuddrucker fries and their KFC potato wedges, and then McDonald's. Outside of that, it's like nothing else, right?
In-N-Out.
We don't have In-N-Out here.
So In-N-Out fries. I mean, like when I went over to the West Coast, I liked In-N-Out fries, but I'll say this too. I'm probably like the only person in here, maybe aside from Ronan, who likes these. Carl's Jr. fries. I like those.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. is okay. Like these, okay. So let me explain to you. I love wedge fries because I like a lot of potato. So I typically go with the larger fries. So that's why I like these and Fuddruckers more. Yeah. Plus they have like a seasoning on them. When they went to regular fries, I was like, motherfuck this. I can go to anywhere and get regular ass fries. By the way, Wendy's fries were better in the 90s. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Wendy's fries were better in the 90s for me.
Yeah. I can't stand crinkle cut fries. I'm sorry. I just can't.
I like curly fries.
Curly fries are good.
I will say, like, quality-wise, Five Guys had the biggest, like.
Oh, you get more fries at Five Guys, but they charge you $1,000 for a hamburger. So
not only do they charge a lot, my big thing with Five Guys is they just over grease the fuck out of their food, and it just kind of ruins it.
Well, for me, I like their burgers, but like I went in the other day to order one, and it's like $14 for a hamburger. I'm like, McDonald's has the same burger for $7, which is still too much. But it's
you
like
can get a whole ass meal at McDonald's for that same price.
Yeah.
But you also don't get a thin slab of meat.
Yeah, but I don't know if the value is there for me anymore with Five Guys, even with the fries. So How to Train Your Dragon live action is now the highest groping film. Pause on that one. Highest grossing film in the franchise globally. What do we think about this?
I hope the dragons ask for consent first.
I hope so too, because otherwise we got a Diddy situation. But yeah, so Darren, you gave a thumbs down. How do you feel about this?
I mean, this is I'm happy he's doing well. Obviously I love this franchise, but I guess it just makes me sad the originals didn't do better. Like this is just kind of common proof of like. Unfortunately, in the industry, live action just does better than animation, and people would rather, go see this in live action than give the like I have friends that like, oh my gosh, this movie looks amazing. I was like, did you see the original? They're like, no. It's been out for
Right.
like 15 years. You could have been watching.
You can watch it for free almost on Disney Plus
just-
right now. So like,
I
yeah,
still haven't seen it, Darren.
yeah.
I know.
Darren's like, yeah, I'm remembering, and I'm holding it against you until you do. But, this is why I got up for a second, because I saw Ronan's thing, and I just had to go twin with him.
Oh, okay. I need to get a Red Lantern ring. That's what I need
Here
to
we
get.
go. Same thing.
Fucking
right?
Oh, Big Ted. I do have a flash ring in the other room, like with the actual like thing that opens up. In the flash.
I've got a speedster ring too.
I'm telling you, man. When
this is going to shock absolutely nobody, but I do have a Xavier School class ring.
I'm not shocked at all. At all.
I would get the plaque of that school and just put it up on the house.
I'm trying to
I
do
graduated.
that
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's like you survived going to that school. Congrats. That's more than 85%.
So we're gonna wrap up the stream. We're at the 2 hour and 40-minute mark. Even though, like, I feel like the chat plays with us, and they always like bundle up all the chats to like get that extra time out of us. I see what you guys are doing, but if you're gonna super chat, I will talk about each thing that you put in there, no matter what it is. Thank you guys so much for being here. We had a great panel tonight. Lance had to jump out. He didn't really contribute much anyway, so fuck him. But
Damn.
no, actually, no. Go check out Lance. Party Nation is tomorrow. I think it's 6. Is it 6 o'clock? When?
Yep.
I won't be there because I'm probably going to be at a dinner with my mom. So.
Okay. All right.
Yes, it's her birthday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Again, happy birthday, Mom. I believe that he will fuck us up if we don't say it, so I'm going to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, he has a weapon. Anyway, go check out Darren. He streams before us on Mondays, and everybody, like earlier, we had 2 people mention that, so go check him out. Ronan, obviously, go over and check him out. Will you be on Party Nation tomorrow or no?
I will. I just have to time it right because tomorrow I'm going to be doing reactions for Alien Earth 2 episode premiere, and then I gotta start playing out stuff for that and Peacemaker season 2.
I'm so excited for Alien Earth. I can't tell you how excited I am.
You
for that
better
series.
get ready.
Yeah.
Look like a threat.
No, it's that good.
Yeah, he's got a weapon too. He's wearing it.
Also, Fun Pad.
Fun Pad.
Fun Pad Joy. That could be your variant name, please.
Joy Pad Jake. That's a tongue twister. Joy Pad Jake. Check out his channel. Make sure you subscribe. I can't get names right tonight.
Lost Levels on Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, go check him out. Support his channel as well. Omega has. I saw that. Omega has a deviant art, so go over and check out his deviant art, I guess. Whatever he's doing over there. It might be inappropriate.
It wasn't inappropriate.
I'm surprised you didn't mess up his name and call him Omega Wetwall.
Some people do. Shall remain nameless.
And we have
We'll
3
see. Omega, that's the
good.
thing. Some of those people do it intentionally, not on accident.
Yeah. 3-Dub Creative Crusade. What is that again? Is it Creative Crusaders or what is it? How do you?
Creative Crusader, yeah.
Okay. He's rebranding, so I got to get used to it. But check out all of 3-Dub's stuff as well. Thanks everybody in the chat for being here. You guys make it a great time for us. So many people have been active. We had a peak at like 130 some people watching tonight, so we want to keep bringing it up. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Eric's Reloaded, Eric Debunks. I post content almost every single day on one of the 2 channels, so go over and check that out. I'll be live again on Thursday with the next edition of the Nerdcast. And I'm going to try. I think this week is the anniversary for Council of Creators, isn't it? Or was that last week?
That was last week.
Okay.
That was 100 episode, yeah.
All right. So I might be there for the 101 episode this week, though. So we'll see.
I will say that coming up in about a month is going to be 2 years since it started.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, all right. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care.